faced. Hello. Hi. Thing is gonna start soon. I'm gonna get in and talk to my buddy Putch. And we're gonna chat for a little bit. Oh my god, how is that? 3 people? Holy shit. That skyrocketed. Skyrocketed. How's everybody doing? Listen. We're gonna start soon. I'll have to turn off this camera really quick. Sorry, hold on. Give me 1 second. You should come to Vegas next week? No. Why would I do that? Because not only can I not do that, but I have family coming over. Bro, every time I'm so confused. I feel like every time does this oh shit. Mirror my camera? Oh! Whoa! That's cool. Let's see these audio shits. Mic, speaker, echo, cancellation, automatically adjust mic volume. Thank God. Holy shit. Oh my God. This is why my shit has been fucked up. It fucks up my thing. Oh my God. I'm actually so glad. No, why is my shit still? Oh my God. It has to be about manage presets. It has to be this thing. This is annoying the fuck out of me because preferences, manage presets, about this is annoying me so bad because if you guys have noticed, sometimes in podcasts, like this thing will be like down here and then it'll go all the way fucking up, and then like I'm just trying to have it at a comfortable like 27 like chill, but it'll keep moving, and I don't know how to live meter night mode limiter, but I've turned this on and off and like it'll still fuck up. Like the limiter in theory is supposed to just for a baby shower and then it'll be fun. I can't go to Vegas. My family's coming. I can't. I have family coming. I'm not even gonna be streaming or anything, so. Auto levels. See, like in auto I would understand shit to be near. I feel like I'm pretty close. Near, whatever. I don't know. Fuck it. I mean, we'll deal with it if it comes up. Wait, is this thing working? Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Hello, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hold on. It's my golden hour. Okay, anyway, I don't care. Enter studio. See my boy, Putch. What? Is he not in here? How the hell am I here then? Okay, we're gonna just chill until he gets here, I guess. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna come right back to the screen. Damn, can I not? Are you serious? Resolution. Why is this resolution so weird? FPS default, device default. Dude, can I not? This is so annoying. Wait, is he here? Oh shit, he is here.
La da 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 da.
Oh
Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Whoa.
Hello.
Why?
Oh
What's
my
going
God,
on?
Save's in my chat. Save, buddy, where are you? We need you.
I know. What the fuck? How dare he be a
That's
responsible father?
what I'm saying, bro. Selfish.
I know. Goddamn him. How dare he put me on the back burner like this? I demand answers. How have you been, brother? How was your week?
Long week. I had a
Long
long
week.
week. How was your week? Oops, let me get this out of the way.
It feels long, but it's going by fast. A lot's happening. There's a lot of moving pieces, like at work, especially. Um, so it feels like a lot. Like it's just been hectic. But like I was thinking right now, like, oh shit, it's already Tuesday. Like I thought, like wasn't it like, I was like, wait,
Insane.
what the fuck? Like I thought it was just Thursday. Like how's it Tuesday already? And so, and and so I've been trying to just like kind of take a second, you know what I mean? Like slow down. So that's where it kind of feels like it's been long because I'm trying to slow down, slow everything down. But it's just been hectic, dude. Long.
No, I get you. Well, hopefully long and short in a good way, you know?
It's a perfect size.
Oh no, that means it's small. Everybody knows that. Whenever those words are uttered, that means it's fucking small.
Yeah, it's like, oh, dude, just don't, no,
You should
just
just
lie to me.
yeah.
This is a moment when you're allowed to lie to me, and I
Yeah.
will. It's okay.
You should just be like, dude, it's actually like bigger than I was expecting. Then you'd be like, fuck yeah, bro, that's
Yeah,
right.
that's a perfect answer. That is a perfect answer. I gotta remember that.
You
I gotta
know?
remember. Are my boobies big? You know what? They're bigger than I expected. Like they
Mm-hmm.
actually,
I
you
was
know.
super surprised, yeah. And then you're just like, dude, I got it. Don't worry about it. What if you're like, it's perfect? You're like, oh,
Oh my
fuck.
god, that's a good one. I would have never. I
Ooh.
don't. No wonder I've gotten into so much trouble with shit. Because usually I'm just like, nah. I'm like, nah, they're
See,
not.
no,
But they're cute.
it works on both sides. You know, the girl. It's usually the girl that would be asked that though, right? Is
Oh
it big
my
enough?
god,
It's perfect. Oh no, buddy.
that's hurt my girt. Uh, dude, I just did. Matter of fact,
Save
I was
said
just.
it fits like a glove.
Oh, where is he?
I don't know. Where are you?
Save Cisco, my guy,
Well, he's
my
in the
man,
chat, I guess.
my main man. Because I don't know if I should go ahead and
Sorry.
go live. Oh, wait,
What were you gonna say? Oh, sorry. Disclaimer. I'm live. Oh, I guess you knew that.
no.
I have the chat up, right?
Oh yeah, well yeah, yeah. Dude, I am fucking fried already. Um,
Dog, how?
because bro, I have
Preemptively?
to. Yeah, yeah. Well, bro, like so, it's been really weird. Um, ever since dude, I called one of my buddies from Florida. Like that was on my travel team,
Mm-hmm.
and or matter of fact, he had me call him. He was going through some stuff, so me and him like talked, and he was just like, bro, everything's been shit since I've been back home. I was like, I feel that. I was like, I really feel that. I was like, when we were on the road, we had a very set schedule. We had a very like basic life. Like in being back home, the work, he had to get a new job. I was lucky to get hired back on here at the shop. Um, and so like life has definitely felt weird coming off the road, bro. Like it feels way, way, way like I don't know. Like I was telling him, I was like, bro, home doesn't feel like home anymore.
Mm.
Like home really does not feel like home anymore. And so now when I'm home, bro, I just sit around and smoke. I don't go out. I don't. I
Nothing,
mean, there.
bro. I have a question. Do you ever think that? And I don't know. Obviously, I don't think you do this like all day. Like I don't think you're a stoner just chilling at home. But do you ever think that like, oh shit, I might have a little bit of a problem?
Oh, bro, I was way worse.
Was it?
I was way worse back in the day. I've actually calmed down like a lot. Like this,
That's good.
like this right here, like what people get to see on the show is usually my main consumption of the day.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think it's
So
fair. Like, cause that's what I see too. Like when I see you, you're usually Hi.
Just token.
so I'm like, damn, this motherfucker. Are you okay? But no, I mean, I'm sure it wasn't like you're just doing this every day or anything.
Dude, so like work, obviously, right? I work a physical labor job, like you know what I mean, standing up on roofs, all this shit. So I will definitely get fried. You know what I mean? Like I'll get toasted, and then next thing I know, work day's done. I usually go pick up my boy, you know, and when I'm with him, I really don't smoke. Like if I have a vape, I'll hit my vape, but like flower, like having to bust out the bong or having to like roll a J or some shit, like I'm not really doing that in front of my son. Um, but once he goes to bed, like if he's spending the night, like once he goes to bed, oh fuck yeah, I'm going out on the porch and sparking up fat. Like you know what I mean? Like I'm about to spark the fuck up because it's like I'm taking these 5 minutes. I'm a chill. Oh, here's say.
Whoa,
Here's
empty chair. Holy shit.
yeah,
How's
he
that
literally
happen?
just stepped away from the camera as I put him on.
Oh, hi.
Oh, what's up, kitty?
Shirtless. Oh my
Mm,
god. That was risque.
mm.
Wait, can you do me a favor? Could you put me on this bottom part?
The bottom.
Yeah, bro. I'm a bottom bitch. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Wait, what? Fuck, I don't know what today's topic is. I need to make the thumbnail for this episode.
I know he mentioned it last week. I didn't want to assume that that's what we were going to talk about again today. I'm always usually cool with just finding out when we get in here.
No, I'm down.
It puts the pressure on.
I'm down for that for sure. I'm down for that, but I just since I make the, can you chill? Sorry, my computer acting crazy. Since I make like the thumbnails for the thing. Oh, and I haven't been putting them in the Discord chat. I don't know if you guys want them.
Yo,
What is the topic, my guy?
damn! I feel like I feel like
What the
fuck. I don't know how to like. I don't know how to label it. Let me get everything situated first. I was taking a shit, by the way, while I was watching your stream.
Oh shit!
Literally.
You know, y'all the type of motherfuckers that I watch on the toilet.
My guy.
That's hot.
Let me get my shit started over here. My bad, bro. I was like rushing.
No, you're good. You're good.
I told
You're
y'all
good.
between 8:15 and 8:30. Right?
No, and
You're
yeah,
good.
yeah,
You're good. You're
We're-
good. You're good.
We're
You're
just
good.
shitting
Fuck
on you,
these
bro. I
people.
was just playing.
I hate being shitted on.
No. Oh. Well, you're gonna learn to love it, okay?
Okay. Oh fuck. All right, let's just put the topic on the podcast today as the $1 million question.
Whoa.
I like that.
Okay.
The money shot, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, I feel like you guys are so bright and I'm so dark.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say.
you do look a little dark, doggy.
Whoa.
I look darker today, right?
I
Mm-hmm.
feel like usually you look fine. Yeah, today it looks a little bit darker. Did I spell that?
There you go.
There we
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
That's you. That's.
It was the wrong broadcast. That's right. It was the wrong
Oh.
broadcast. It was just picking up off my camera and not how my settings normally are. All right, let me. You live already, Corpse?
Do you guys want the?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We in the building.
Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second.
Oh, now here we gotta wait for this
Sorry.
motherfucker. I'm just, I'm just fucking with you, bro. All right, let's see. Boom, 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 boom. I feel like I'm always on this side. I feel like I'm always right here. No. I like being on that side.
Oh shit.
Push me back. Push me back. All right, let me go get my drink, and then I'm ready to go.
I know. Hold on. Let me grab my water.
Yo, everybody's leaving when I come back. Oh shit, this is my show now. Listen, everybody. Listen, everybody on all broadcasts. Subscribe to 0% right fucking now.
Nobody else is live but you.
Oh fuck.
Oh, actually, Corpse is live.
Of course it's live. That's true.
Corpse is live.
All right, gentlemen.
I was
How did you hear that?
I was inspired. I was inspired by another podcast. I had to go get the Happy Dads
Oh.
for the podcast tonight. Not like I didn't already fucking kill a 12-pack yesterday. I had to get that Death Row grape flavor special edition. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the fucking Nelk boys though, because those men are doing it for real. Those guys,
Shout out.
For real,
man,
for
those
real.
guys, they're doing it for real, for real, for real.
Dude,
But what's up, boys? How the fuck are y'all?
good. How are you?
Oh, bacon bag being boo.
Oh
What?
hell no!
Bro,
Oh hell no! Good man. How's everybody had a good weekend?
yeah, dude. Matter of fact, bro. I saw Guardians of the Galaxy on Saturday.
Bro, yes, we do. That show was so good.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
I
10
give
out
it
of
a-
10.
That's how I felt about Avatar 2.
Wait,
Avatar-
did you watch
Avatar 2 is
Guardians?
good.
No,
Did you
I didn't
watch
watch Guardians. No.
Oh, bro, you gotta watch it. 10 out of 10.
I saw Avatar like I think 3 times in theaters. That's
What's
how
up? What's
good
up,
it was.
motion?
wow.
And I'm not really like a movie goer. You can ask a lot of my friends that that have either gone to the movies with me or that know how I watch movies. I always say movies are bad. Avatar 2, one of the best films I've ever watched.
Number
Wow.
1 or number 2? Which one better?
Which one do I like better? One.
One is superior. Yeah.
But 2, I think one of the reasons why it's one of the best movies I've ever watched was because I knew that it was a sequel. And a lot of times people fuck sequels up. More times than none. Yeah. The only other time I felt like a sequel was better than the original was Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park, not Jurassic World. Jurassic Park, The Lost World was that was better than the original Jurassic Park in my opinion.
So not the one. I didn't like the one with Jeff Goldblum as the main, but the one after that.
That's the second one.
That's
the one where the T-Rex pushes the thing, the big long car off the side, and then she falls and lands on the glass, and it starts cracking everywhere. That's the second one.
What episode is this? 9?
It's pretty good.
This is
Episode 8.
8 or 9? 8.
Eight.
8. Yeah, 7 was last week because we said we had done 9 episodes in total.
Yeah.
So technically, this is like our 10th show together.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
This is the
crazy.
8th.
Whoa.
I always say it's the 8th named. The 8th named
The
podcast.
8th named podcast. It's gonna feel weird without Zero next week, bro.
Yeah. Ugh.
I appreciate y'all, but
It's gonna feel
You can
weird.
but
separate
it'll be one show. I'll be back. I have to spend some
Hey,
time.
family's important, bro. You gotta do your
Yeah.
fucking thing. You know what I mean?
No explanation.
But all right, everybody's live now. Everybody's got their drink, got their smoke. Everybody's ready. Zero, you got gray sweats on today or not?
I got green.
I'm not gonna lie. Last week when we got off the show, I said I was gonna have a surprise for this week. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it, but I'm getting a shirt that says "Show me your dick."
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's gonna be the official. That's gonna be the official podcast.
I wasn't able to get it, but it's gonna be a big ass. All right, well, welcome everybody back to the usual Tuesday. You have your hosts here. I'm Save. I'm joined by my brothers Zero and Korps. The only reason I'm doing the intro today is because it's my week for the topic. Now, I beat myself up over this week's topic. Like I really did, because we kind of chatted last week about something that both of you guys wanted to bring up, and I was like, well, how can I make this like a segment without just coming out like, oh, what is this to you or what is that to you? So I figured we'd go a different direction this week. Instead of like starting off strong and like going super hardcore, I figured we'd like do something a little bit more fun, a little bit more lighthearted. Now, the reason I said to Zero to name, to say that this podcast week was going to be the $1 million question was because everybody has sat there with their friends, especially like when the lottery hit $1 billion recently, and was like, hey, like,
Crazy.
like, man, if I was going to win, I'd do this. If you were going to win, like, what would you do with your money? And I would make sure my parents had a big ass house and this and that and the other. So my question is, like, wholeheartedly and truthfully to yourself, if you won like $120 million, what are you doing with the $120 million?
Whoa, 120
like what are you genuinely doing with the $120 million? And I don't want to hear like I'm gonna give to charity and this and that, blah blah blah. Like I want to know what you would really do with $120 million if you won the lottery.
Sorry, I'm uploading the thumbnail in case you guys all want to use it for your stuff. If not, it's fine.
Awesome.
It's cool.
Awesome. And you're behind on a short this week. Just saying.
I need to make a short.
I need your job is the short. You guys gotta find a job for me, and Putch's job is to put the shit up on all the podcast platforms.
Oh, and then check the Facebook streams too, because some of those have been going up crazy.
Oh,
I think
word?
one of ours hit like 1,000 and something, and then I got 2 other ones that hit like 7K, and then another one that hit like 5K.
Bet.
Damn, holy shit.
All right, well that's my question, bro.
I'm pushing shit out
Okay,
here. boys.
so this is so I just want to let you guys know that this is not the only thing that I'm going to touch on tonight, but this is how we're going to start. So I genuinely want to know, like, what would you do with 120? Boom, you win 120 million dollars.
Wait,
Next
after
day-
tax?
After tax, 120 million dollars is yours.
Damn.
So you wake up the next morning, you have 120 million in your bank account. What the fuck are you doing?
I'll let Korps go first.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, so like honestly and truthfully, as truthful as I can be,
Yeah.
I would start off by absolving all debts of me and like my immediate family members. Absolving all debts, right, and then setting up the family farm, right. Letting my mom finally have the house that she's
Ooh.
wanted.
I'm so sorry. Real quick. Save. Is this do people know? Is this public or did I receive this money and I'm anonymous? Like,
It's public.
okay.
It's public. Yeah, we live in California, Pim. Everybody's gonna know your name.
Yeah, so even public or private, like even if someone dropped like 120 just cash cold, I would start off there. And then for myself, I would immediately invest in either some kind of business and or stocks, like dividend paying stocks. And I really like the idea of like dividend paying stocks because those generally pay you like either like on a monthly, quarterly, annually basis. So if I put enough money into that where I can catch a paycheck that I can live off of, then I have endless money. You get me? Like as long as the American stock market stays alive, I got endless money. It's just going to keep coming.
Literally.
Boom, boom, boom. I would want to set up some kind of like public works for natives. Something to give back to the community with a piece of that money. Bro,
Okay, but what you doing for yourself, bro?
And then the rest, I'm traveling the fucking world, bro. I'm literally traveling the fucking world.
You're not buying a new crib. You're not buying a new whip. You're not fucking, going to the strip club. You're not gonna like fucking do something fun for yourself.
No, definitely, definitely. I'm going to be the fucking Club 33 member at Disney. I am going to be at fucking.
Are you that into
Land-
Disneyland that
Land
you would be
for
a
sure
Club
be the first
33
person.
member?
Bro, look
Samuel,
at Darth
for
Maul
sure.
rocking, dude. I got him on me.
That was just recent Disney though. That's not even Disney like that,
bro.
though.
I'm
That's
telling
kind
you,
of
I
a
have
sick
been a
shirt.
Disney. I have been a Disney child since forever. Matter of fact, my like auntie helped develop the fucking design for the California Bear at California Adventure. She helped like do the designing on that. And so she's worked with Disney for a long fucking time. So bro, she used to get me and like all my brothers and sisters in Disney for free. So like I've been going since I was a kid, dude. I mean, I've got lanyards full of fucking pins, bro. So I would be at Disney on the fucking rag. Bro, strip club. Like I would own the fucking strip club. They'd call me Mr. Andrade.
Like Mayweather. I think Mayweather has his own strip club, right?
I
But
think so. In
feel like-
Vegas, I think so.
I feel like Mayweather is struggling.
I would definitely travel. I would definitely be traveling the world, and I would want to like something I told her was like I want to travel the world and I want to find all the big cities like they're like rat hole like restaurants, like like the little
Hell yes,
like little hole in the wall joint, dark as fuck, all musty, like. But it's fire, like fucking, like the locals know about this joint. That for sure. That would be what I spend my money on is the airfare, boat fare, and
bro.
the
Would
food.
you ever fly economy ever fucking again? I would never touch fucking economy, bro. I'd be like, nah, fuck that. First class,
dude. But 120 million's not that. It's not that much.
No, but
it's a lot though. It's a lot if you use it right.
That's what I'm saying. So like, would I still fly economy? Maybe, because
No.
like. Why am I going to be so bougie if I'm literally about to hop out and go travel 13 different countries because I got the money to do it. Bitch, I'm gonna do this shit in my flip flops. I don't give a fuck. Like
Yeah, and
I
that's how
know
rich
it.
people live, right? But at the same time, you gotta think a first class flight to like what, say here to New Zealand, it's really not that much compared to what $120 million is. You're spending like maybe 9 racks round trip for first class.
But let's deduct all the other expenses I've already done. My mom's house, the ranch, kids' tuition is fucking paid. Like, you
Okay,
know
what
what
are
I
you
mean?
paying for the ranch?
Maybe
2
like,
mil? 2
well,
mil
Bro,
for everything?
I just
two.
worked on a ranch in Malibu that was valued at like 50 some million. And it
Dang,
was nuts,
that's
bro. It
crazy.
was fucking huge. I
Yeah,
was like,
but how much they probably had unnecessary shit for 50 mil. And let's be real, are you gonna buy a ranch here in California? Probably not.
oh,
True.
absolutely not. Dude, I could get like 7 acres in North Carolina for $80,000.
That's what I'm saying. And then you build $1 million worth of stuff on it. You didn't even spend 1.5. You're like, you're good. That-
Fair enough.
You've used very little of your 120
All right,
million
I
dollars.
could fly first class, dude. It's all
Yeah.
right. It's
And you
all
can wear
right.
your fucking rainbow flip flops as long as you want.
But I would like dead ass, like I would be lined in the finest shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like my dress shirts would be nice dress shirts. My dress shoes would be nice dress shoes. My kids would dress in fine linen. Like, you know what I mean? But for the most part, I don't want
I
to
don't know
ball.
about that. I don't know about the kids.
Yeah, like to an extent, like if they're
You gonna
like
put
17,
Gucci
18,
shirts on your fucking son?
no, like 17, 18, I'll buy them nice little outfits to go to school in. Like, you know what I mean? Their senior year of high school. Um, but nothing too crazy. Like I would still want them to live modestly so they learn how to like manage money and live and understand big sums of money turn into small sums of money really fast. Like, you know what I mean? Um, but
Yes.
traveling, bro, that would be my biggest thing is travel.
What about you, Zero? I want to hear you gonna have like a crib like Richie Rich's pad or something, bro.
Nah, bro, that's the thing though. I don't think any of us really care too much about. Well, maybe the house is different. But so this is what I would do. Boom. I just got 125 mil. I'm at work.
120. Don't add 5 mil.
Oh,
We, we,
I
you
thought
ain't
you were
special. You don't get 5 mil more than us.
Inflation.
My bad.
Inflation, he says. He's the youngest, so he gets to go first.
So I get the check. I'm like, damn. Or I get the notification. I'm like, damn, I'm at work. Whatever I'm doing, I'm like, man, fuck this. I'm out. I'm not even telling anybody. I'm just dipping. I'm out. Fuck it.
Damn, for real? You wouldn't even put your 2 weeks in?
Nah, I'm lying. I'd probably tell somebody. I'd be like, listen.
$120 mil wired to the bank account.
You know, you're talking to a multi-millionaire, bitch.
I'll give you 10,000. You keep your mouth shut.
I'm like, listen. I'm trying to
What's
do
your
this
Venmo?
chill. I'm just relaxed right now. I'm freaking out a little bit. Something happened. I got to dip. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie to you. I might not be in work for the next, couple months. So I might as well quit. So
It's like 120 mil goes kind of fast.
so super early 2 weeks. But I gotta make it snappy. So make it like the next hour. I gotta be out of here. And so I dip. I'd obviously dip from work. I'd quit my job, whatever. And then I would do. I agree with the stocks thing a lot. So I'd probably buy a couple properties. Like I'd want it to be generating some sort of flow for income, so that way I'm not like stressing when I'm at 50 mil and I'm like, oh fuck, I haven't really done anything other than, or at like 1 mil left. You know what I mean? I don't want shit to go to waste. So I'd probably heavy go into stocks. Probably just like some good like.
Damn, you think you'd get it all the way down to 1 mil?
I'm just saying I don't want to be like, oh, I could always invest later, and then I'm like 1 mil. I'm like, fuck.
Oh, okay, I get what you're saying.
You know what I
get you're
mean?
saying. Yeah.
So early on, I'm like, boom, my fucking open up my Robinhood. I'm going heavy into ETFs. Whatever the fuck, Fidelity.
Wait, you're gonna be a multi-millionaire using Robinhood?
Well, I just turned. I'm like a
Fuck
young
yeah.
multimillionaire. Yes.
You're not gonna have a broker or fucking a lawyer or somebody helping you put your money into stocks and shit?
No, because I mean, like, no. I don't know. Maybe that's irresponsible.
You know what I had
but,
somebody
like,
tell me? I had somebody tell me if you have to hire someone to manage your money, then you need to sit down and study money.
You
Before
need
you
a
do
lawyer.
it-
I'll tell you that much.
I think
A lawyer is
Fuck
one
a
thing.
lawyer.
A lawyer is definitely one thing, but it's like
For
these
sure.
financial investors and shit, personal investors go read about shit first before you get involved because motherfuckers get robbed blind.
So I put hella money into ETFs, just like little S&P 500 stuff like that.
EFTs, you mean?
No, ETFs, no.
ETFs, yeah.
Yeah, ETFs.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like tokens.
Oh no. Like crypto? Is that what you
That's
mean?
NFT.
Yeah.
That's NFT. I have some of those,
NFT.
and they're all to dog shit. I don't. Not that I don't believe in it. They're just early tech that I got into way too early, and I didn't know what the fuck.
Yeah,
Was going on.
COVID brought the prices of those things way up.
Yeah. So.
People were bored. All right, let's hear. Let me hear something fun that you buying
So
though.
whatever. Let's say I got all that figured out. I agree with you, Save, that I would get a lawyer. I'd be like, listen, I want to be protected. I want to know what people can go after me for, because now I'm a fucking millionaire. So make sure I'm set.
Yeah, you're not even like a baby millionaire.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got Rogan money, so I'm dapping Rogan up. Okay. We're fucking
Hey,
set.
Rogan, you want to be on the usual Tuesdays?
Yeah.
Dog?
Hey, Rogan, we'll have you as a guest,
Bro.
okay? You get to be a guest.
Or have us on the Joe Rogan. Either
then-
one, dude.
And then, fuck, what else would I do? I'd buy my dad's house. I'd buy my mom's house. I'd like or pay them off, whatever.
Pay them off.
Anything. That's what I meant. And then anything that they have debt wise, cars, whatever they have, just pay everything off. I'd probably give them a couple million to be like, listen, you can work. If you decide to quit, here's a couple million. Like, you guys did your thing. Go travel, whatever you're gonna do, just live. I don't care. And then fuck, what would I do? Traveling's a big thing too. Obviously, I would tell my girlfriend, listen, quit tomorrow. We're done. We're out of here. Holy shit. Usual Tuesdays on the road. Dude, it would be sick
in
to
my
buy
PJ on a laptop.
I don't know about a PJ, but that would be sick. You know, at least one time maybe on a PJ, that'd be sick.
Bro, imagine if we did the podcast on a PJ.
Dude, that would be wild. Holy. And then I was actually gonna say, imagine building like a whole set that we could all go to. That's like in the middle of all of us. That would be sick. Oh damn! I like, for family reasons, then I won't get into specifics because it's like another shit. But I'd give my family money and stuff like that. Obviously, like the same that Korps said. But fun. Oh, what else would I do? Fuck! I'd buy so much camera shit. Oh my god, my setup would be amazing.
That's what I would do too, bro. I'd have a fucking sick ass setup.
Dude, PC?
Like, legit.
Yeah, that shit would be. Oh my god, I could play anything at any point.
Like, think about it. $10,000 on a PC setup would be nothing.
Easy.
Bro, there was one of my I think one of my top favorite dance studios I've ever been in was the old Studio V. And I told myself I would have a studio like this, bro. On the walls, he had the same hardwood flooring. And he framed it to make it look like there was a loss of reality. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you would look at the wall, like he would turn off the lights and make it lit a certain way. And you would look at the wall thinking you're looking at the fucking floor.
And it would be like all the way going back like that. Like, it looked like it was never ending or some shit.
Bro, like it looked
Looney
like you were like
Tunes?
stepping off into
What?
space, dog. Like, whoa, bro. I would sit on the floor with my feet against the wall and just think like I'm walking across this and this drops off right here. Dude, and I want something like that. And I want like mirrors like all in this bitch. So no matter where you look, you can always see your reflection. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you always see yourself. And like do some crazy shit, bro. Like, I would definitely build like a dance studio, podcast studio, bro. All
You
that
have
shit.
this spot, bro. Imagine how, like, yeah, you could build your own spot, like, depending on where you live.
Yeah.
Like,
Bro,
you can go
imagine
back-
building a podcast studio with rooms, like bedrooms. So when you have guests fly in, you can have guests fucking fly in. Be like, hey, bro, just crash tonight. Like, it's got a kitchen, you got the restrooms in there, all that shit.
Yeah,
I'll
be
just
like,
wake
it's
you up in
nothing.
the morning. Yeah, it's nothing.
Dude, yeah. And then I don't know. I'd be lying if I'd say like I wouldn't buy like clothes and stuff. I mean, I would, but I don't really care about like. I've realized I really don't care about like too much clothes.
It's crazy because for both of y'all, like, neither one of you guys really said that you about that kind of house that you would buy yourselves, and neither one of you guys said what kind of car you would buy.
I was gonna say that I'd buy a house. I'd probably buy a house here. I mean, I want to stay in California. I'd buy a house, but I don't want like a mansion. I want something pretty modest, like still like 3 bedrooms, 4 bedrooms, something like that. But I don't want like 6 bedrooms, 7 bed. Fuck that. That's too
Yeah,
much.
that's too much overhead. Yeah,
Yeah,
you don't
I
need that
don't-
much fucking
yeah.
space.
I don't need all that shit.
All right, what kind of car are you buying though? If you had to buy a daily and a weekend car, what you buying?
I might be an Elon just fanboy, but I'd buy a Tesla for the daily.
Tesla?
Just fucking all the bells and whistles. I don't give a fuck. And I
Like
want
an S or a 3?
tomorrow. What's the sportier one? Is it a 3? Or is it,
An
no, that's the
S.
S, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd probably get an S. It had to be plaid, obviously. I would just fucking to the nines with that shit. And then for like a weekend car, I need to get like a what is it, a 69 Mustang? Like just like super nice. I'd get that shit. That's gonna be like a nice like
Well, like one original owner, original miles on it.
Fuck,
Spend
that'd
like
be sick.
40K on it. That
Something.
shit would probably wind up costing more than the fucking Tesla would.
Probably.
Oof.
It wouldn't even fucking matter because
So that's why it's the weekend car, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be tarped and shit. That would be fucking crazy.
Tarped? What the fuck? You're not gonna have a fucking garage?
No, I'm just saying like in the garage, just like tarp, so every time I could fucking unveil the Batmobile on the weekends.
Yeah,
Dude, that would be sick.
What you getting? What you getting, Korps?
Dude, house-wise, I'm definitely gonna live on a ranch somewhere. Maybe, dude, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna even fucking front. I love Texas. I love North Carolina. Tennessee's great. Like, you know what I mean? But I would definitely have a ranch somewhere. I always wanted like a 2-story house. Like, you know what I mean? It's definitely going to have some kind of man cave, shed, back house thing where the podcast studio is going to be, my weight room, and where I do all my shit. But I don't want no like elevator in my pad. Like, you know what I mean? I don't. It's too much crib. That's just too much crib. You need like like you guys are saying, like too much overhead. It's just who's gonna clean this bitch? Like, you know, and I don't want to have to pay a cleaning crew because that's just more people digging into my money.
The more people that know where you live, and the more people, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
scandalous.
And
all right, what about the whips?
The whips, bro. I'm gonna sound mad goofy when I say this, but I wouldn't even know what I would buy. Like, I would want to be as incognito as possible. So, like a daily.
You sticking with the ILX?
You know what? I'll go bigger. I'll go do a TLX.
Okay.
I'll go do a TLX. But if I want to be super baller, like I ain't even gonna front. Like I would not buy this if I was living in North Carolina. But if I wanted to be super baller, bro, I'd get like a Rolls Royce.
Dang.
Look, I'll tell you this. I've driven a Rolls Royce before, and I would not recommend anybody to buy that car.
Or what about a range?
No, I'm getting a chauffeur.
Yeah, chauffeur would be the thing. Range is cool. My son's mom drives a Range. I think it's overrated.
Is it? I've
driven one before.
No? Oh, damn.
They're cool.
I've heard it's like a...
If you want to buy the number one depreciating asset in a vehicle that you could buy a fucking Range Rover.
That's all cars, though.
They depreciate Range Rover depreciates like 68% once you drive it off the lot brand new.
Damn.
Within the first 3 years, 68%, bro. That's how... it's retarded. It's retarded. Can I say that on... cancel! All right.
Train.
Here's what I'm doing with my money, and I've thought about this like time and time again. All right, so my core group of 6, I'm dropping $5 million on them each. Because I mean, without those guys, I would not be the person that I am today, and they deserve the fucking world. $5 million, and now here's where I've always been like stuck. It's like, do I give them $5 million flat? Or do I give them $5 million, put it in a bank account for them so it accumulates money, and let them have a stipend every single month of like $8,500? So that way they're not fucking spending crazy money. The only time, and I said this, the only time they're ever able to pull out a large sum of money is if they're putting a down payment on a house or if they're buying a car. Those are the only 2 times they could ever pull out like a large sum of money. But
I feel like
paying for a funeral.
If you're the reason I don't think I don't know if it's good to give. I think I guess the bank account is probably a little bit better if we're talking like, I guess, with reality and everything. Don't they have to pay like mega taxes on that shit if you just gave them $5 million?
Not if it's a gift or something. So there's a loophole on it. Hence why I would have a lawyer. He would help me out with that.
Oh, okay.
So everybody would get $5 million. All my boys, all 6 of my boys. And then obviously, like Dad, he would go back to Mexico. He wouldn't want to be here anymore.
Oh, Jesus. Sorry,
Well,
I thought it was like a. I don't know why I was just like, damn, you would deport your dad? What the fuck?
no, 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 no.
I was like,
My, so my,
Jesus.
no, my dad wants to go back home. Like he wants to live
Yeah,
back
yeah,
in
yeah.
Mexico and enjoy the rest of his life there. So, and his goal is to like have 100K in the bank
Mm,
and go back home.
hell yeah.
So I would, I would be like, Dad, you don't even need 100K. Just here's the money to my here's a bank card and access to my bank account. You can have whatever you want. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Especially my dad, bro, because he's provided so much for us. And then I would buy 2 cribs, maybe 3. And I would make sure that my mom has space in both of those houses, so she would never have to be alone, and she could always live with me, but she would have her own space. I would buy a house here in San Diego, and then I would buy a house in Philly. Now, the houses that I want are very specific, though. I've always wanted a loft, but a loft in the sense of it's like a huge open space, like a warehouse facility space with housing in the top where the
Mm.
stairs come up, and then your house and everything is up there, but the whole bottom is like empty storage warehouse space. And that's the house that I would have here. And then I've always wanted like a because Philly is like old buildings and shit like that. I've always wanted something that is like old on the outside, like an old bank or something. And then when you walk in, it's all renovated and brand new. So it looks shitty on the outside, dope as fuck on the inside. And then I would most likely buy a house in the 805 because I love it up there. And I actually plan on retiring and moving back to the 805. I love the 805 so much. As far as so you guys would invest in stocks. I would keep my money away from stocks and I would invest in property. I would buy apartment complexes and the majority of my apartment complexes, if I had it my way, would be on Section 8 housing. So that way the government is paying me. And then I would have like my brother or something run the property management, so that way he's in on the money too, and that way I know I'm getting paid because the government has to pay me because it's Section 8 housing. So I probably have like 2 to 5 different apartment complexes that I'm making money off of, and then cars. I would have to buy like a brand new Mercedes S63 as my everyday driver, and then I would probably buy a P1 McLaren as my weekend,
Damn.
Ooh.
like a sick ass P1, like black. It would just look nasty and fierce. And that's the car that I would drive on the weekends up and down the 101.
See, bro, and the whole like apartment buildings, that is definitely something, bro. Like it's enticing for me when I think about it. Like I see it. Like, you know what I mean? Like that money, the business structure, all that. But it's like after I have all these other expenses and stuff done, like the things I really want to do, like, you know, breaking off the family and shit, like that would be stuff I would look into. I just don't know if I'd go that route. Because you
Mhm.
can also get like a fucking Chick-fil-A for like 500 bands. It might be less than that. I think it might even be even under 100,000. You can franchise a fucking
I think it's
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, but
less. I think it's
the
less.
difference is when you franchise this is because I thought about that too. Like just buy a whole like do what Rick Ross did, right? Buy a plethora of fucking wing stops and
Buy
shit.
15 of them, yeah.
The difference is when you franchise a location, you lease the building. When you own apartment complexes, you own the land that it's on as well. So if you
Uh,
decided that you no longer wanted there to be an apartment building there and you wanted to build like a fucking Chuck E. Cheese, you could do that if the zoning accounts for it.
See, I heard that
And then
Starbucks and McDonald's aren't like food and beverage, that they're real estate companies. I've heard
I
that.
believe McDonald's is. I don't know about Starbucks, but
I've
think
heard
about it like
McDonald's
this
too.
too:
Yeah.
if something happens where the city needs to buy your space, they have to pay you for that space.
Mm.
That's the difference. That's why I would buy property like that, so that way, if anything, if all else fails, and then of course I would have like a trust for the kids, for my son and my nephews, um, and make sure they're all set that they wouldn't be able to touch their money, but their trust would be uh, making money for them with like like 1 or 2 apartment complexes in there for them to divvy up. Yeah, I would make sure the kids are straight, and then I would just do whatever the fuck I want. I would still work. I would still stream. I would figure out some type of work to do. You know what I
You would
mean?
work? Like
Absolutely.
I mean like at a job?
I would work from home somehow or like on the go. I would
But
find a job.
at a job? Like at a
Yeah,
corporation or
I would.
whatever?
Yeah, I would find something that understands my status, that I'm not gonna sit somewhere and be somewhere, but also like takes my resume into consideration as far as like a managerial position or something like that, where I could work on the road, like work from my laptop or my phone. and I would absolutely work because, like, honestly, I've taken months off at a time, and COVID fucked me up so much that I realized I have to work, bro. Like, I have to do some type of work, whether it's this, like I consider this work. And it's funny because I was talking to my brother, like, oh, what should I do for a podcast? And he was like, why don't you do like what content creators, what they do in the background that people don't see, that stresses you guys the fuck out, and that you guys have to get ready and buy all this equipment and do all this. And I was like, yeah, now that I think of it, that it essentially is work. The more that we do this, it's work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we enjoy it
Oh,
that it
absolutely.
doesn't feel like work, but it's
Yeah.
work. It's work.
Yeah. But I mean, and even then, we're not like going ham, right? Like, we're not really promoting the podcast as hard as we could be, right? Like, each one of us could be making shorts for our channels. Each one of us could be fucking snipping clips and doing this and promoting it on our own Instagrams, and like, we're not even going that hard. You know what I mean? Like, I think maybe once it catches traction or something, then we might whatever. But I'm just saying, like, this is easy work right now.
Mm-hmm. Easy
But
moves.
I think we were honestly still feeling each other out in the beginning, like, oh, how long are we actually gonna make it? Like, are we gonna make it to 10 episodes? Which I think Zero might not make it to episode 10 because he's gonna be gone next week. But okay, so we know what we would do with the money, right? We know what we're buying. We know how it would feel good. So all right, so here's my question to you guys. If you had the opportunity, now we're sitting here fresh in our minds, what we would do with our money. If you had the opportunity to bring one person back,
Jesus,
and not have any of that money, but the catch is you only get this person back for a week, would you give up the money?
I'm gonna go first because my answer is short. And I don't say this. I don't know. In like, I'm not trying to be cocky. I'm not trying to really be anything other than like humble right now. I'm in a super fortunate position to not really have anybody that I would bring back. So I don't know if this question would really be good for me to answer. You know what I mean?
No, I mean, you could still say if you would, right? I mean, it could be a pet. It could be it could be anything, bro. Something that you've lost, right? Would you give up all your money that you just won for 1 week? And the reason I want to talk about this is we'll see. You'll see where I'm getting to. But would you do it for a week? I know Pudge is thinking real hard about this one, bro. I knew what it was gonna do to him, but I was like, I had to do this.
There is a part. There is still that part of me that's like, yeah, like in a
Samuel,
heartbeat.
you're saying like a celebrity.
Like if there was no one else to consider, like with that money, you know what I mean? If there was no one else I had to take into consideration when it came to this cash, I'd piss on it. Like, you know what I mean? I'd flush it down the toilet. Quick shit, no problem.
And do you mean just Elijah, or you mean like your whole family in general?
Like my family, Elijah, like, you know what I mean? Like everybody, bro. Everybody. Like my baby's babies who's going to be affected by this money. Like, you know,
it's generational wealth, essentially, right?
Yeah, that's what I have the opportunity at. And to have this person for a week, to what? Like, to what?
Well,
you know
I
what I mean?
don't think, like, I might be saying this again because I'm super fortunate right now, but I don't know even if somebody super important to me were gone. Oh, that'd be so fucking hard though. Because if they were gone, I know I would like take a lot of time to think about this. But at the end of the day, I think I still would pass on it and keep the money. And that might sound fucking terrible, but only because I'm thinking in my head, I should have enjoyed every moment of your existence while you were here.
Mm-hmm.
And if I didn't say something, and I'm like leaning more and more into that as like I get older and stuff like that, and I do this with like my dad and stuff like that. I'm like, if I didn't say something, or do something to show you that I love you, that's kind of on me, and I have to live with those consequences. And just because I'm given the opportunity doesn't mean I have the right to like fix that. It's kind of something that I have to live with. But I know I'd probably be hypocritical and fucking dump that shit so quick.
Well, here's my reason for asking this question, right? And it hit me like a ton of bricks while I was sitting there thinking. Remember how I told you guys last week, like we want to talk about grief. We want to talk about what grief has done to us, and some of us have lost more than others have. And I thought to myself, you know, would you be willing? The way I set it up was, let's talk about all this good stuff that we would do with all this money and get real fucking happy and excited about it, and then see if we would give it up. And I'm not surprised that your answers are no. Now your answers are no for reasons that I didn't think they were going to be no for, but the biggest reason that I thought either one of you guys would have said no was the grief behind it, right? I mean, you go through the stages of grievance to finally be past it and be at peace. Whereas if you're giving up everything just to have this person back for a week, now
To
you've just
lose them again.
you've reopened a wound. And to even think, okay, I know this person's going to be back for a week. Are you going to be enjoying your full week that whole time? Or are you going to be counting down the minutes where you have to go through that whole grievance process again?
Mm.
You know what I mean? Because and even then, I think grieving would start initially because you would already be in denial that this person's going to leave in a week. You'd already become depressed and angry that this person's going to be leaving in a week. You know what I mean? So you wouldn't really get to enjoy your time. And it's like what Zero said, right? We're supposed to appreciate, like, that's the beautiful thing about life and death, and in the essence of why we're here. But because I was thinking about it the other night with my son. Like my son was laying down in my bed and he was asleep, and I was like looking over at him, and I always, especially like when I was fighting my own demons, I always thought to myself like, I didn't fucking ask to be here. I never asked to be here. And I gotta deal with all this fucking bullshit and this and that and the other. And I was like looking at him and I was like, man, am I selfish for having a child so that I could experience this love? Or like, is he lucky that he's alive and gets to experience time on this earth when billions and billions and billions of other potential kids didn't have this chance? And it's like, we gotta appreciate what the fuck we have when we're here and while we're doing it. And if we don't, then I think we just wind up being more mad at ourselves when we lose somebody. You know what I mean? And like, there's a weird point in time to lose somebody. I mean, it's never fun to lose somebody, but I feel like there's a weird point in time where you're more understanding about losing somebody and understanding the essence of life and the beauty of it, because we only have one opportunity to live this shit out. And that doesn't mean just us living it out. It means us like providing joy and loving other people at the same time, you know?
Um, the 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 thing about grief is to understand it is the only way to understand it is to experience it. You have to experience it to understand really what like grief feels for someone. You know what I mean? Now, the worst thing you've ever been through is the worst thing you've ever been through, right? So some people haven't lost anybody close to them, you know, in the sense of like where I know people who've lost, moms, dads, kids, they've lost their brothers, sisters, like they've lost people fucking close to them. And I don't think it's a selfish thought to be like, yo, I didn't ask to get fucking brought here. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that's a selfish thought. And I don't think it's also because I think it's one of the most powerful thoughts when we look at our children and we say, they didn't ask to be fucking brought here. Like, you know what I mean? They didn't ask for any of this. So, like, I got to be the man that I got to be. Like Elijah was born damn near a year to the day after my dad died. And so like I really never had a chance to like really grieve the way that I needed to, I felt like. But I was able to get through it because at the time I had a newborn. And like, and it's like this, he needs me to be strong. Like he needs me to be strong. He needs me to be present. He needs me to be like alert and alive. And so because he didn't ask to get he didn't get asked to be brought here. So
Do you think you ever finish your grieving process?
I don't know. I don't know. To be really straight up with you guys, if I could be really straight up with everybody, I don't know. I don't know because there's times, bro, where it hits me like a fucking sack of bricks. Like there's some there's really some times where I'm just like, fuck, I wish I could call my dad,
Yeah.
you know, because he would know what to say, he would know what to do, you know, like, and you know, I call my mom and stuff, and it's like, there's just dad advice, you know what I mean? Like, and there's a lot of stuff too that I found out about him afterwards, where it was like, holy fuck, like, bro, what were you doing? Like, what were you doing? And so, I think even if I brought my pops back, I think I would just be so angry with him. I think I would be so angry. I would be very like I would be like very like what the fuck? Like you know what I mean? And even things like he did while I was alive, like to me personally, I'd be like, dude, you were out of line. But you've been dead for some time now, so I've had some time to think about this. That was fucked up. I was 14. You shouldn't have said that to me. Like, you know what I mean? Or like, you know, like the like all the shit me and him went through. Like, you know, and I would have definitely said my apologies for things and but I would definitely be frustrated with him about a lot of shit. A lot of shit. So that's why it's like the more I find out about him, it kind of like opens it up all over again.
Mhm. Yeah. So bringing them back for a week would probably be very detrimental to a lot, like even to like your heart and brain, right?
To an extent. To an extent. I would definitely be happy to see him,
But it'd be more painful than not, is what I'm saying.
but I think there would be still a lot of pain associated with it.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's an interesting concept of. I think grief is just an interesting concept because you literally go through every emotion.
I think I think it's an interesting experience for people to have because it's different for everyone. No one's experience of grief looks the same, feels the same, anything. And so when I'm like I was sitting with a homie, bro, and like he was just going through his brother had passed away. We're there the night of. And I just remember just sitting there and like people are like kind of like corralling him, you know, he's crying and I'm just sitting in the chair across from him. And I just remember him looking at me in the face. He's like, "How'd you do it?" I was like, "Just how you're doing it. Just do whatever you got to do, dude. Like, you know, like just cry, throw up, punch something. Like, you know, we're here just to make sure you don't hurt yourself, like in a serious way. Like, that's
Yeah.
the only reason why I'm sitting here right now. But other than that, bro, you know, just get it out. Like, and that's the weird part about to me to grieve because it's like some people are going to recluse themselves, some people are going to like seek your company, and it's like I always remember asking my mom like, "What do you say?" And she's like, "Sometimes don't say nothing, just be."
Hmm.
You
Well,
know,
yeah, because it's like that energy, right? Like we always talk about, like at a session, the energy of just being there, people being there. It's like the energy of another human being in your presence is a lot different than if you were sitting there by yourself. Even if you guys don't talk or say anything at all.
Dude, I'm super awkward when it comes to like comforting somebody. I don't know. I don't know what to do at all. It could be like super like I remember this is when like it was really I was really like, damn, what the fuck, bro? I should be able to like comfort somebody. It was my grandma. She no we'll get into like who passed away or anything, but somebody really close to her passed away and she was like super crying and I was like, holy fuck, like what do I do? Somebody like had to push me into like going to like hug her, but then I'm like, bro, like I don't know what to do right now. Like I want to make you feel better. I want to, you know, comfort you, but I feel so awkward. I feel so like nothing I'm doing could like ever help you in the way that I would like. So I feel like so like it's
I
gonna
think
be
knowing
weird
that though
then.
is, I think knowing that is important. Like
Yeah,
knowing that there's nothing that you could fucking possibly say or do, but embracing somebody is like showing love, right? Like you have to show your love.
yeah, and I do.
Like think about
I think like I
it.
try,
It's
but
it's
it's
interesting because I asked my dad one time because we had gone to somebody's funeral and we went to go, like everybody meets back at the house and eats and shares stories and all this shit, right? And I always wondered to myself, like, why is that a tradition? Like, why do you go back to somebody's crib and eat and this shit and that shit? And my dad said, well, you have to understand that just because somebody died, like this is a reminder that we have to continue to feed ourselves and continue to live life, and that's why we eat. and be around everybody like once somebody passes after a funeral and shit like that. And I thought to myself like that's insane because we have to remember that life continues
Mhm.
regardless.
And I think one of the something that I try to do, because I heard this works really well, is once they're done like crying, because that's like the most awkward part for me. When they're a little bit more like, okay, like I'm not crying as much, I try to ask more like, what's the best memories that you have of them? Like, what was the most funniest time that you guys had together? Like those, I don't know, those moments where you could be like just having coffee with them, with the person who like passed away or whatever. And I think that brings a lot of comfort to people. I think that's really cool.
You gotta be careful with that though, because sometimes it could mess them up a little bit more.
Well, like making them
Think,
smile, like remember good things about them. But yeah, I get you. I get you. It could be.
what's up, Corpse? I can see
I'm,
you heavy, bro.
I'm so sorry. I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be back.
I knew it wasn't gonna be an easy one, dog.
Um, like I even thought, dude, like for a second right now, I was thinking like, dude, live. Like, what if I was gone? Right? Like, and Elijah, you know,
See, these are these intrusive thoughts that we were talking about last week. The what ifs, bro, that fuck us up.
yeah. Like, would he,
Take your time, bro.
would he want to see me again? I wouldn't, I mean, I wouldn't want him to. Fuck that. If I'm gone, gee, I'm gone. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
but that's the thing. But that's the thing, right? It's like your answer comes from a place of understanding and like being knowledgeable, and like being older now, right? Like
Yeah.
you know what your dad put in place and why he did the things that he did and helped create you to the man that you are today, which is what you're doing for him, right? Like I feel the same way. That's exactly what I'm doing for Peanut. So it's like, you know, you can't fuck yourself up with thoughts like that because, of course, 5-year-old Elijah would say yes, but what the fuck is 29-year-old Elijah gonna say? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's gonna
Oh,
Yeah.
say
And
the
it's
bro,
same.
what just happened?
I
I just said I was awkward as fuck when people are crying. Okay.
showed Corpse my dick, bro, and he started crying.
I
Jesus,
know,
is
it
it
was
that
beautiful.
big?
It was a beautiful
I'll
sight.
just watch it on the
It
vlog.
fit like a
Bro.
glove, dog.
Listen, Corpse, whatever just happened, you're beautiful. All right. See, I don't know. I don't know what to do. Okay?
I love you, bro. Nah, dude. It was like I was telling him, like I was thinking, like if Elijah got posed the same question, if he won like 120, you know what I mean? Like, and if he got posed the same question, like, you know, would he want to see me again? And it's like, fuck, I wouldn't want him to. It's like, dude, keep that fucking money, bro. Like, see me again for a week. You know, like I'll see you forever later.
Yeah.
You know, I
Yeah.
think that's what my dad would tell me. He'd be like, "No, I'll see you forever later. Like, just I know you got questions. I know you got things you want to say to me. I know you know, all these things that I hid or whatever. You know, and I know it's gonna be the same with Elijah. He's gonna find out stuff about me and the things I did, the tough decisions I had to make, and he's gonna be like, "What the fuck, Dad?" You know, he's gonna go through his own process. But I just hope I don't have, you know, too many skeletons in the closet.
Hey, that's what I've actually thought that exact thought. Like, I gotta start cleaning out the skeletons in my closet because something starts to happen to me now, this day and age. But yeah, even Batman said, that's you being in dad mode. Like, that's the dad mode that you're feeling, and everybody who's a father has experienced exactly what you're experiencing right now. I do it sometimes when Peanut's laying in my bed and I just look at him and I'm just like, fuck. Where would you be without me? Where would I be without you? What would I do without my baby? What would I be without my baby? But good,
I
man.
think it's the
That's
first
good,
time
man.
I've ever cried on the show.
Good. We got it out of him, folks.
To be
We got it
honest-
out of him.
Good job. I thought it was gonna be me. There was a couple times right now where I was thinking about like my mom and like what like realistically like if she passed away. Oh, this was a question. I think this is a decent the way that it was posed. I don't know. If somebody close to you died, right, like tomorrow, and you got this money today, right? Somebody came to you and was like, look, I know X person just died. If you give me all this money, you will see them for the next week. Today's like when I snap my fingers, you're going to wake up today and they'll be alive for the next week.
If they died, like if it was like right when they died.
Same day they died, they'd be like, listen, you don't have to go through all this grief right now. You're going to have one more week with them. And it's a super close individual. Like I'm talking like mom, I'm talking like son, like something like that. And that's a totally different question because it's not really about like whether you would keep the money, I guess. But it's just like, what would you do, I guess, in that situation? You would give up the money, by the way, but it's not necessarily about that.
I think
if,
in the
like
moment,
if my mom or something died,
Like super
or
close.
like
Yeah,
Peanut
yeah.
died or something,
Mm-hmm.
and they told me I would only have a week left with them.
You'd be like, listen, you're going to get one more week, but you have none of this money that you just won. I think reflexively, I would.
see, it would be different to me. I think it's a different question to me if you say my son is sick. This treatment will guarantee him another week.
Mm.
It might save him, but it will guarantee him another week.
Mm-hmm.
Are you talking about your son?
My son, brother, sister, like somebody in my family, if the doctor came to me and said, son, check it out. We could save him, but we can guarantee you a week. Pay this money and you take this gamble. I would pay it because the upside,
Chance, yeah.
the upside is still they could
No,
survive.
but I don't think that's what he's asking. I think that
I
like,
know.
the person
No,
died.
he
and
was
then,
saying
like,
if the question was posed differently.
I don't think I would. I don't think I would bring him back.
You think you
I don't
would?
think I would. I don't think I would.
Shit, I don't know.
I don't even think I would, even if it was Peanut. As much as it hurts me to say that, I don't think I would, because timing is everything, right? Like we go when we're supposed to go, and if I knew if I knew that I would have him back for a week and I had to say goodbye to him at the end of the week, I wouldn't be able to. It would kill me more to say goodbye to him, knowing that I'm saying goodbye to him, than if I said goodbye to him like how I said goodbye to him
Just
today.
abruptly, yeah.
Like the way that I said goodbye to him today, if that was the last time that I ever saw my son, I would be okay with the way that we ended.
Mhm.
Whereas if I had one more week with him, I would not be able to let him go. Like you'd have to kill me too. You know what I mean? Like you would have to pry him from my bot, like pry him from me in order to take him from me. I wouldn't be able to do it. And like just knowing that of my sanity, because I do have to continue on, and unfortunately he doesn't. Like I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't bring him back. I wouldn't. It would. I would wind up dying from heartbreak even more than from the original death.
Yeah.
Damn, that one fucked me up, bro. Like thinking about how it would be my last day with him if I had him back for a week. Like just thinking about like there was like a clock that's counting down how many seconds I have left with him is like, wow. That is a feeling I've never felt before.
Bro. When I would go to Florida, and the moment my feet would touch down, that clock would turn on. And I'm over here trying to just enjoy the fucking moment. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to enjoy this moment. I've been waiting so long. You know what I mean? Like waiting so long. And then, but in the back of my head, I'm like, fuck. I'm getting like notifications on my phone, like, oh, your flight. Like, shut up, bitch. Like, I don't want to fucking hear this, bro. So I couldn't imagine if it was like, yeah, bro, like somebody I love, like, I will never see you ever again. Like, until it's ever again. You know what I mean? Like, you don't see them. Like, that shit would fucking kill me. I already have anxiety enough as it is.
Yeah, the only time I've ever experienced death of somebody that was like something or somebody that I was really, really close to was my other dog, Coda. And it fucked me up because he died in my arms, bro. Like he died in my arms and I live alone. So like, I was like, what the fuck do I do? You know what I mean? And like immediately I called Gabe, who's going to be our surprise. Who's going to be on the show next week. Super fucking intelligent guy, bro. One of my best friends in the whole world. And I lost it, bro. Like I lost it. And he wasn't even my favorite fucking dog. You know what I mean? Like when this little fucker goes, it's gonna be like it's gonna be hard, bro. That's my best friend in the whole fucking world, and yeah, man, he took his last breath in my arm, and then his body was just there, and it was like it was fucking hard, bro, because I've spent the last 11 years with this being in my house, feeding him, caring for him, and like everybody who has a dog understands like that's unconditional love, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
they don't want anything to do with anybody else, but they want to love you and be around you all the fucking time, and it's like, like I remember pulling up to the crematory to drop him off, and the only reason I'm thinking about this is because I was just thinking about like if I had one more week with Peanut if he passed away, and yeah, I remember pulling up to the crematory to drop him off, and I couldn't get out of the car, bro. Like I sat there for probably 30 minutes crying with this fucking dead body on my lap, and just just thinking about his whole life with me, and it was honestly one of the hardest things I've had to do to date. And I'm 31 years old. My grandfather has passed away. My grandmother has passed away. I wasn't very close with them. I shared this space with this dog for 11 years, and it fucking broke me down, dude. And I don't think I've ever broken down like that. But the beauty of it was anybody that I called or anybody that I text and let them know, like anybody that was close to me that knew him, they were like very understanding on how my emotion was because I don't cry a lot, bro. Like I'm very like I'm like Putch. This man is hardcore to the bone. I'm glad I broke his ass on the stream. But yeah, man, it was cool to see that everybody was very supportive in like, yo, you want me to come over? You need me to bring anything? Like blah 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 blah. But yeah, that's the only time that I've ever experienced death like direct with me. Like I've experienced people dying with people that's close to me. I've never experienced anything like that. So it scares me. It scares me for like when my parents pass away or like if my brother was to pass away. Um, but then like we have all these intrusive thoughts on like what's it gonna be like when we pass away. And this is why I live my life the way that I live, because I want like when I pass away, I used to fantasize a lot on death because I was so scared of it. I was so afraid of dying because and this has to do with like all my mental shit. But I was so scared of fucking dying and how I was gonna die and where I was gonna die and how old I was gonna be and who's gonna come to my funeral and this, that, and the other. And I used to think to myself like, how am I gonna be remembered? What am I gonna be remembered by? For and that's why I live my life the way that I live. Like, yeah, we say abrasive shit, yeah, we play around, but you have to have a sense of humor to be loving, and that's why I live the way that I live is because I want to whoever I touched in this world, whoever I walked across, whoever I shook hands with, whoever I shared a large portion of my life to be, whether they come to my funeral or not, the minute that they hear that I passed away, I want it to be instant, like, wow, that was a guy that showed this and showed love and showed compassion, and I want to live my life like that. And I'm glad that he lived and showed those types of emotions and was able to show people that, because that's how I want to live too, and I think that's very important. And that's why again, like I said, like that's why I think death is very beautiful in a sense for that reason, because it changes people's lives.
Yeah, it's definitely something that can, like, after time, it is going to make you a better person. How long it takes you to come to grips with that is different, right? Like some of my siblings haven't handled my father's death. You know, Again, grief is different for everybody, so they haven't handled it the same way. Their timeline is a little different and has looked different. Where I think I've been one of the better ones about it. Between me and my brother, even I still have my own troubles with it, as you guys can clearly tell. Um, but my dad did definitely live a life where, like, bro, the night we had his viewing, like, holy fuck, bro, it was packed from wall to wall. Like, people, like, a dude, I met a dude who Ernest Jr. I remember his name was Junior because he was like, your dad's the only dude that ever calls me Junior. But he was the head of Indian Gaming, right? He was the head of Indian Gaming. He was like, I was in Minnesota about to take a flight to DC when I heard that your father had passed. He's like, and I heard that the viewing was tonight. He's like, so I canceled my flight and flew into LAX. He's like, I just made it. I was like, holy fuck. That's the type of life I want to live. I want to live a type of life where when somebody gets a phone call that Putch is dead, they'll pull up. Because I was always the dude to pull up on you. And I hope you laugh because that's all I just hope you laugh. Like when you look at me, I just hope you look at me and be like, just laugh, dude. Just have a good old laugh, dance. For the people who are going to dance, like dance hard as fuck, dude. Like don't like, I don't want to live a life where at the end of it, people are like, oh, if he had just done this, or if, oh, he had just, done that. I want him to be like, oh, he was a funny motherfucker. He was a funny stand-up dude and a funny motherfucker.
And a good dad.
Thank you. Yeah, dude. Like, likewise for sure. But that's simple accolades. I hope I can have at the end.
What you got going through your head, Zero? You look like your mind is just the gears are turning like crazy.
No, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's like a sad thing, but when I was younger, it's taken me a little bit to like think differently, but definitely when I was younger and up until maybe recently, I thought like if I died, nobody would care. Like it doesn't really matter. Um, but the older I got, the more I'm like, well, I don't know. I guess maybe I could strive for people to not necessarily care. Like I don't really mind if people don't like stop what they're doing or anything like that. But I just care that um, when like I go, well, hold on, sorry. um,
Take your time, bro.
just when I go, like I told all the people that I love that they know how much they meant to me, and I hope I made people like laugh and feel feel like they mattered. I don't even know. I don't even know why I'm getting emotional for it.
It's an emotional thing, man. Because that just shows how much you actually care about people. You know what I mean? And I know that we talk about it a lot, and I know I talk about it a lot because love is love, man. Love is love. But when you truly like care about people and want to make them feel loved because you genuinely love them, like it makes you emotional like this. And that's and people are gonna like people that know you and are around you want to be around you because you make them feel like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the doubtful part in yourself, which I'm glad that you've already passed that. Where you're like, oh, nobody will care if I die. Like you know that in yourself that that's a lie. Now, like you said, as you got older, and that's why you get emotional because you know that you genuinely love people and you love really hard. So that's what you want people to remember you for. So it's not a bad thing to get emotional over. You know what I mean? Look, you making fucking you making corpse go back on it. Now I gotta fucking cry. I can't cry on command.
I
But
just think like I've I guess when I've gotten older, the more I've thought about it, the more I feel like it kind of sucks that I felt that way of like people won't care, and I just don't want anybody to feel like that. Like if I died, nobody would care.
yeah, but
Um,
you're older and you've been given the opportunity to show differently and show otherwise.
yeah,
You know what I mean? So and you take pride in showing otherwise. Like you're one of the most inclusive people that I fucking know. You really are. Like you make sure to include everybody, and like even though I give you a hard time about being PC about everything, and being a fucking snowflake, but it comes out of the goodness of your heart. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So yeah, man, cry it out. Like let that shit out because people need to know that that's how you fucking feel. It is, bro.
When I cheers people, I tell them, I don't say cheers. I say thank you for being alive.
Mm-hmm.
Because nothing more, nothing less, dude. Just thank you for being alive. And Damo, thank you for being alive, bro.
Thank you.
Like your life matters, bro. You know what I mean? Like I think we all make very subtle impacts that we don't quite realize. Because I've been to places and I've been to viewings and shit and see people there, and I'm like, holy fuck! Like, look at all these people who've came to celebrate my friend. You know, because only on in my spectrum of them, they like my spectrum of them is here. Where really all the people that love him come from all these different angles.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like my dad had the friend who flew in. You know, grandpa had fucking family who rode dinosaurs. Like, you know, like showing up to come celebrate his life. Like, you know what I mean? Bro, matter of fact, like one of my aunts who got like disowned, like long family drama, like pulled up to my fucking house and I was like, who's she? And then that's when I found out, like, oh, here's some tea. Like here's some fucking here's some hot gossip the day fucking we're singing Grandpa Way. Isn't this great? Um, so it's like, bro, we all have these lives. We have these lives with all these things that we do, and like people show up. They come from all angles, whether you did them wrong or they loved you your whole life. Like people find it within themselves to come celebrate you. You know what I
Because
mean?
at the
And,
end of the day, whatever tie you had, or however things unfolded at the end of the day, like there's more to celebrate than less of. You know what I mean?
bro, I had somebody tell me like this. He goes, uh, how many people do you want at your funeral? I go, well, you know, all my loved ones and, you know, hopefully, you know, some of my other family and friends. He goes, I hope there's nobody at my funeral. I go, hey, that's kind of morbid. He goes, nah. He goes, that means I outlived everybody.
What the
I was like, oh, fuck. Like, that's because being alive is pretty fucking rad. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Being alive is pretty fucking cool. But I wouldn't want to outlive everybody either. You know what I
Me
mean?
either.
I wouldn't want to say bye to.
fuck that. No.
Bro, I hope they have to rent out a fucking stadium. That's how many people I want at my fucking funeral, bro. Because that means I met that many fucking people and like impacted their lives like that. You know what I mean? I think just one little interaction could change so fucking much, man.
Bro. So for in my culture, in my dad's tribe, when somebody dies, we sing these songs for him that, you know, essentially sings them from earth to the next life, right? We sing them to the next life. And this is an all-night affair. And during this affair, people generally smoke cigarettes because the tobacco smoke is good for prayer, right? So as you're smoking this cigarette, you're supposed to be saying like a little prayer, whatever.
That's
Boy,
backwards.
well, no, but think holy tobacco.
Yeah, no, I get
Think,
you. I
think
get you.
all
Like
holy
pure.
tobacco.
Yeah.
Pure, yeah. So the cigarette is the closest that we get. Like, I mean, some dudes will pull up with like whole ass tobacco leaf, like whole ass leaf in papers, and I love smoking it like that. Like that is the best way. Shout out North Carolina, y'all know the deal. But so you smoke the cigarette, whatever. Boy, when I tell you that place got so hot box, we were in Garcia's mortuary here in Oxnard for my pops. Boy, that son of a bitch was so hot box, dog. And I remember looking around thinking like, this rivals casinos. Like, you know what I mean? Like mad motherfuckers was sparking up. Like, you know what I mean? And to me, it just felt like in that moment we were all doing that same thing. You know what I mean? Like we're
For
all
one person, bro.
for this one person. Like some of you traveled far, you know what I mean? Some of you known him a long time. Like bro, my speech for my pops, I remember I told him like some of you guys know my dad longer than I have. So like, you know what I mean? Like cuz I wasn't too nice during my speech, but I was like, you motherfuckers. So I'll see y'all around. I'll see you around. But yeah, I know I hope if I'm surrounded by people, I hope it's people that genuinely love me and they celebrate. I don't want it to be sad. I want it to be colorful.
Yeah.
Like no black. Like nobody wear black.
Oh, I want everybody to wear black.
Now wear like
Black is
green.
sleek.
Green was my favorite color.
Yeah, I like wearing black, bro.
Black and sleek. Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that way everybody looks like they, that way the camera doesn't add 10 pounds. When they take
Bro,
pictures.
I seen a video of a dude, I guess he was like they had lowered him down into the ground and they had a recording of him play go, what the fuck? Let me out of here. It's fucking
Oh,
dark.
I see that shit too.
Yeah, man. Oh my god, I need something like that done at my funeral. But I don't want to be buried. I want to be cremated.
Yeah, I want to be cremated as
Oh.
well. But then I thought about it, and if I get cremated, people can't go visit me.
That's a part of
I
grief
wanna
I never want to deal with.
visit, or what do you mean? Like
Is
visiting?
like I thought, yeah, like I would never want my son to come visit me at a dead, like his dad's body in the dirt right here. Like
Yeah, but you're gonna be on his mantle if you're cremated.
no, I would specifically ask to have my ashes spread somewhere, like take them
Oh yeah,
somewhere.
yeah. I kind of want to be. I want to be like. I don't know if I don't know where I could have this done, but I want like a natural box that'll disintegrate, and then I'll just be into the
I,
world.
I want to be a
Yeah,
tree.
That'd be cool.
yeah.
I
No,
I
want
I
want to
don't
be a
mind.
tree and give life and have people fuck under me and read books with
Whoa.
their kids and like have picnics and shit. Yeah, bro. Fuck yeah. Put
Fuck
me in a
under
prime
you.
spot. Put me in a
Yeah, no,
prime
I
fucking
don't
spot.
mind. I don't mind that. Like, yeah, put me in your garden. If you want to do that with my ashes, put me in the garden. Put me in the rose bush. You know what I mean? Put me wherever. I don't care. But do something with my fucking ashes, bro, and let me be. Like it's a part of our culture. It's a part of our tradition, and I'm trying to follow that tradition, like hardcore.
Well, I mean, we made it through my segment, bro. That's literally what I wanted to chat about, and like,
That was hard.
yeah, I'm glad we got there. Wow, look at that shit, bro. Pat myself on the fucking back for that. Damn, I got two out of y'all, two to cry.
What would you guys say is like two of the things you've ever grieved the most?
A breakup,
Mm.
for sure.
I had I had a dog named Jax, and I think I talk about this a lot with like people I'm really close to. Um, she was my absolute best friend. Um, she was the best. She was like super chill dog, but I had to give her up because I moved to California and I just wasn't gonna have enough time, and I
Oh
knew like
yeah,
it wasn't
you
fair.
brought you yeah you chatted about her before.
Um, and it sucked, bro. Like that was literally like I slept. She was never allowed on like the bed with me because I never thought that was like a good thing to do. But like that night, the night before I had to give her up to, and I give her up to like a family and stuff like that. I wasn't just like sending her to the pound or anything. But um, I like slept on the floor with her, and I just like cried and held her, and just I was like, I hope you know that I love you and that I don't want to like give you up, but I'm going somewhere. I'm just it's not fair to you. Um, I'm not gonna have time. So like, and then I told because I didn't want to be there because the I just wasn't gonna give her up if I had to be there. I'm like, you're not taking my dog. This is my dog. So I had to get out, and I was like, Grandma, whatever. Like I'm not gonna be here, so give them everything that they need. This is her bed, you know. This is what she needs, her dog stuff. But just like let them know for me that like don't go a day without like loving her and playing with her, and make sure like she's gonna have like a really good life. Because like I'm not giving her up for nothing. And like I broke down to her and stuff like that. It was like super fucking hard for me. And after that, and this has happened throughout time, obviously. But after that, I'm like, I don't even know if I want dogs anymore. That was so fucking much. It took so much out of me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if I want another dog for like a long time, if ever, but like a long time.
I feel that, bro, because once Oscar goes, I'm stuck with this bitch, and it's funny because it's like an ongoing thing, especially like
just
throughout
rolled out.
throughout my streams, bro. Like people have always heard me scream Mila's name, and it's gonna be like a sad day when she goes, but it's gonna be even sadder when Oscar goes because Coda was supposed to be the last one, bro. He was supposed to be the one that made it through both of them and was gonna have cataracts, and I, like fucking, I had to like carry him outside to piss and shit, and he fucking died first, a little cocksucker. But yeah, like once Oscar goes, I don't know, man. It's gonna be weird because I'm only gonna have one dog in my house. I've had 3 dogs in my house since I've been 20. So for the last 11 years, I've had
Yeah.
3 dogs. And like as they go one by one, 2 by 2, 3 by 3, but once my house is empty, because Mila, like Oscar, To be honest, he'll probably be gone by the end of the year, bro. He's not doing so hot. And he's old. And Mila, yeah, you bitch. Uh, she's got at least a solid 2 years on her. Her teeth are coming out, and she's just old, but she's still like a puppy. It's funny. But like by that time, Peanut will be like 7, right? And his mom doesn't want any pets. He can't just keep having fucking fish. So it's like I just want to get one big dog for him to have. But it goes back to what we know the beauty of life and death is, and receiving unconditional love from a dog is. You know what I mean? And that's the beauty of it. Like they can't say goodbye to us, but they know when it's time to go. You know
Mhm.
what I mean?
But in a weird part is that we all say that they know when to go, or they know when they're going, right? Like dogs will go like sneak away and go die.
Dude, I promise you, Coda waited one more night to die. Like he waited, bro. I thought he was dead. I thought I was gonna walk back into the room and he's gonna be dead. And he spent the night with me and slept next to me the whole night, and then he died the next morning.
Bro, you want to trip out? You want to fucking trip out? So my dad, bro, and Lilo, they like died in reverse. So
Wait, Lilo died?
yeah, bro.
What?
Yeah, Lilo died
I
uh
didn't know Lilo died.
Christmas Eve of 2019.
Holy fuck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got her ashes right over there. Um Bro, this fucking little bitch. So fucking matter of fact, it's just so easy. It just rolls out. Like, so this fucking cunt, like, I had to give her away because everything happened between me and so I had to give her away. And I give her to homeboy and I tell him, please don't send me pictures of her. Like,
Oh,
it's
I
just gonna
remember this. Yeah.
it's gonna fuck me up. You know what I mean? And then yeah, like 2 days later.
2 days?
It was like 2 days later. Yeah, they found homeboy called me. So it was funny because it was like he even wrote me like a little letter. But homie calls me. He goes, "Hey," he goes, "Is this Mr. Andrade?" So yes, sir. He goes, he goes, "Check it out, man. I I got this blue collar in my hand." And I was like, I remember just like, and I sat down on the floor. He's like, "Man, she's a beautiful animal." I was like, "A brown and white husky." He's like, "Yeah, she looks like a husky mix. Like she's half pit bull." He goes, "Yeah, man." He goes, "It looks like she got out of your house and got hit by a car or something." I was like, "Oh, well, I gave her away here recently." I was like, "She was probably trying to find her way home." He's like, "Yeah, more likely." But when he wrote me this whole letter, like kind of talking about that. And bro, the day my pops passed away, this motherfucker ran away from home because by this time he was really sick. Like, you know what I mean? Like he was like really sick and really old. And this motherfucker would have to tap in before he left the house. Like you're tapping in with me before you go to Ralph's, before you leave anywhere. Uh I go to Disneyland. I come home and my sister's smoking a fucking blunt in the living room. And I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing? Where's my dad?" She's like, "Oh, he left." I was like, "He left?" She's like, "Yeah, he left for a meeting. Didn't he tell you?" I was like, "He didn't tell me shit." Like, you know what I mean? I was like, "That's weird as fuck, bro." And I almost had the nerve to call him, like right there, be like, "Where are you?" You know what I mean? Like, "Where the fuck are you? Why didn't you tell me you're going somewhere?" Because he had texted me earlier that night too. And then, yeah, it was the next morning. I was at work. It was the next morning at work. I got that call. I was like, "Oh fuck." And then, like, bro, like some like shit like that. Like, I will say this: one of the most popular podcasts that I've ever done has been on a loss of a parent, because that shit's nuts. Like that shit is like any like parental figure, whether it's your mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, auntie, uncle, whoever the fuck it is that you look at as a parental figure, that should be nuts. That should be nuts. And that's something I think, yeah, I think that's been like one of the toughest ones. Grieving a relationship was definitely one.
And
Wow.
I
That's
thank you. Um there's been like 2 really hard relationships for me that I've grieved, and it's crazy because both of the first one,
Salud.
thank you,
Bless
the
you.
first one I didn't even realize I was grieving, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's how fucking crazy it was, and I had been with this person for so long, and I just like rushed into the next relationship, and like I didn't allow myself. I thought because I had gotten into the next relationship, like it was just gonna
You're
be like out of
chilling.
sight, out of
Yeah.
mind type of thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then the young lady that I was with, she realized that I was like drinking heavy, and I was just like, there'd be times where I wasn't myself, you know. And it's not like I pride myself on being the person that I am on this podcast, the person that I am when you meet me. Like that's who I am all the time. Like
Mm-hmm.
even behind closed doors with a significant other or whatever. Like that's who I am. I'm not like I don't change. And she would tell me that she would see like a little change in me, and that I would be uh, not necessarily like angry in a sense of like being a dickhead, but just like a different energy, like a different vibe for me. Um, and it wasn't until later that I realized, like, shit, I was still grieving my past relationship. And then when that relationship ended, that was fucking horrible, bro. I was like, I was willing to do anything to get it back, like
Mm-hmm.
anything, bro. And I turned into somebody that I didn't know I could turn into, and it was I had to take a step back and be like, damn, what was it? Like what was it that was pushing me to this point? And honestly, like I love the young lady. Like she was a awesome person. But I realized that it was because I had never been alone before,
Mm-hmm.
and I realized that I was scared to be alone.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was genuinely scared to be alone.
Hmm.
But now, like I love being alone.
Dude,
Not
he's
that I
like,
love being alone, but you know, like I liked having my own space. I like not really having to, you know, respond to anybody's shit, not having to answer to anybody. And what like whatever partner comes in the future, right? When we decide to actually have a partnership, they got like we have to understand it is what it is like from each other. Like do your shit. Let me do my shit. Let's be together, but do your shit and let me do my shit. You know what I mean? Not like what I don't mean like let me do my shit by like go out and be a hoe and shit like that. Because you know, I can't be a hoe even if I wanted to. But you know what I mean? Like let me do my fucking podcast on Tuesday. Let me play my games. Let me uh fucking Jordan's stupid. Let me play my games. Let me do my podcast. Like let me be with my son. Let me work. Let me do this shit. And then let's do what we do. You know what I mean? But there's a balance, right? Because if I decide to have a partnership with somebody, I have to allow time and make time for that person as well. Like that's why it's been hard, man. That's why, you know, the whole dating shit hasn't really been for me. I've been single for quite some time now.
do you think there's a like a moment where you like what is it, like a point of no return where it's like, ah, fuck, I've been in it too long, like I'm just gonna be
No.
by myself, fuck it.
No, but I have said that like if I get to a point, if I get to a point where I've been alone for like 5, 6 years, at that point, like I might as well just wait until Peanut's 18 and then just go travel the world and then be a hoe. You know, because I think men's hoe phases come later in life if we're not married.
I look at it like this, right? And I was watching Harry Potter the other night. Um, I was watching Harry
You might
Potter.
as well be gay like Dumbledore, right?
What? Let's just
True.
check me out, bro. At the end, at the end, uh, at the end, he tells who is it? I think he tells Lucius. He goes, "Don't you see? The boy will seek me out." And in the
Oh, you're talking
books,
about
too,
Voldemort, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So and then even in the books, like the way he says it, he'll come to find me, right? And like in the book, like it's explaining like to end this situation, Harry's got to go find him. He's got to go meet him, right, head on. And it's like now, now considering everything, I was just telling the homies this, like everything I learned from this past one I was in is I see how far I'm willing to go for somebody, like really like on a whole new level. Like grown man
Preaching to the
putt,
choir, dog.
grown man putt shit, right? How far I'm really willing to go, and that's cool. Like it just didn't land in the right spot, right? So now I got to know that somebody is willing to go that far too before I even entertain any shit. Like, you know what I mean? And yeah, like if bro, like if like these girls better tie me down before I'm 40 because
But
when
don't you
Elijah
think?
hits 18, I'm out.
But don't you think? Okay, when you say these girls better go that far from me, right? But
Mhm.
like you getting to the point where you had to go that far
Mhm.
was because you were pushed to a certain limit to have to go that far.
Mhm.
So are you saying that you're gonna push somebody to that limit to go that far for you?
No, but I think that there is some telltale signs when you're talking to somebody, right? Where you can already kind of see how far that rabbit hole goes about, really how down somebody is for you, right? And I think that the next time I decide to date somebody, there's going to be a longer, much, much longer and thorough courting process.
What do you think? Well, that's one. I think that should be given. Like
Way no, dude,
I
I'm talking
say,
about
I'm
thorough.
saying like 3 to 6 months of a fucking process at
Wait, for what?
least of a
Like,
courting somebody, like dating and like yeah, like getting to know somebody. At this
oh,
point, I'm thinking it's got to be 3 to 6 months worth of it, bro.
yeah,
Especially when you have a kid and shit. Fuck yeah,
yeah.
bro. We ain't going on 3 dates and you suddenly become my girlfriend. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, that 3 date rule's out, bro. And like a lot of this shit is just it's out, bro. Like if I'm really not feeling reciprocity, you know what I'm saying, off rip, then I'm just cool. Like, yeah, I'm gonna give shit time to develop. You know what I mean? But we fucking grown out here. We are fucking grown. I'm not gonna play no little kid games of like I'm not going to say too much and stay mysterious. No, bitch, you need to fucking talk about how you feel because I'm finna put this shit down on motherfucking wax, okay? Like we're gonna talk about our
It's
feelings.
always on wax with Corpse, bro.
dude,
This man has records on records on records on records, bro.
dude, that's
um,
how I am too. Though, like, I, I don't know. I don't want to play fucking games, bro. Dude, I
hold
played
on,
it.
I tweeted this shit. I
No,
tweeted this shit, and I was in the middle of prayer, bro, and I was like, yo,
You
like
were in
I
the
hope.
middle of prayer and then tweeted
and you
something.
were like, "Yo, I gotta
What's
tweet
wrong
this."
with
Chill, God. Give me 1 second.
Nah, cause no, dead
God,
ass,
God,
bro.
God, time out, God. I gotta let the
He's
world
up there
know.
like, "Nah, nah, nah. It's a fire tweet. Go, 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 go."
No, dead ass, dead
Yo,
ass.
let me pee real quick. I
I'll
gotta.
be, I'll be, I'll be like 20, 30 minutes in, bro. Like on Sundays, I'll just sit here, bro, and I'll have like a mad prayer session and just be like going over certain affirmations, praying it out, praying this out, praying that out, like doing this and that. But bro, I wanted to tweet this because I said, steady my mind and untangle the knots of my heart. Allow my words to land gracefully on my tongue and let me speak love to power. Right. Like,
Okay.
like
Bars.
now.
Bars. Okay, I have to go to that. I'm sorry. I wanted to hear it. Hold on.
Damn, bro. He's had to pee more than I have to
Right.
tonight.
I don't think I've pissed. I don't think
I
I've
don't think
pissed.
you've ever pissed a single maybe once in
Like
one
like
podcast.
2 or 3 times I think I've done that, but I've got a bladder of a champion.
See, I have the bladder of a child. I've had to piss since the last seltzer, and I'm on this one.
Oof.
I don't want to miss anything in this podcast. I might piss in a bottle, honestly.
This hey dude, this bladder really kill a man. This thing right here is like a fucking humpback camel.
But let me ask you this: do you think that fuck? Well, I was gonna ask you a question. Because we said something about
Hold up.
pizza there.
Nah, my homie.
What's up, chat? What's up, Zero's chat? What's up, Corpse's chat? Hey, I really did it in this time, huh? I really did it in this time. Got them both to fucking cry. I got them both to cry this time, guys. I don't cry.
All right, fucking
Yeah,
David
now we're talking
Scope.
about pussy.
What's the subject tonight, boys?
Oh, we got tell him it got heavy.
Hold on.
Tell him it got heavy. It got heavy. I hella have done a number. Where my tears at? I've cried enough. I cry a lot. I do cry a lot. I think it's okay for grown men to cry. Um, I almost got there, but I'm a stone face killer. Damn, dog, look at that dick.
What?
Look at that dick, dog. Hey, what are you putting in your hair to get the volume?
God's gift, bro. I don't know. I literally just I whip my hair and then I put I usually like spray because if I put like wax in it or something, it'll fuck up my curls.
Get the fuck out. It'll fuck up my curls.
No, I'm being dead ass. That shit looks stupid when I put wax in there. Bro, I want to see you. I saw you pulled up a photo of you with like shorter hair. You look so fucking good at that shit.
Wait, what did you say? Say it again.
You look
Dude, your hair's fucking long,
Bro,
Cisco.
you look so good with just like a shorter hair. Shit looks sick.
Thanks, dog. But you know why I grow my hair out, right?
Yeah, you were telling me you donated it, which is, I will say, really good cause, really good thing you do.
Thank you. Yeah, I got nice hair. Might as well
Yeah.
fucking give it up. But if Frank was here, he would tell me that I have fucking. Actually, when Putch and I worked together, I think we both had man buns.
Yeah, top knots.
Yeah, we had top knots.
Mhm. I let my shit get long, boy.
Yeah, this shit was hella long.
I let my
Last
shit
time I
get-
cut my hair, my shit was like to right here.
Mhm. My shit was like damn near like mid my shoulder blades.
Yeah, this motherfucker shit was
Damn,
long
that
as
is long.
fuck.
Bro,
Yeah, but
I
I'm about
put the
to.
box braids.
Wait, where the fuck did you see a picture of me with short hair?
You showed me because I was like, oh, why don't you like cut your hair?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna bring it back. I'll give it like 8 more months.
Damn.
And then
Sorry, that was like that Kevin Hart moment. Like, I'm 50. What did he
Damn.
say? He's like, I'm 53. Damn.
Damn. God damn.
Okay, what was it? I was gonna ask you something. Okay, so do you think that there's a difference in how far? Oh, do you think that men love harder than women in relationships? That was my question.
Hold on, give me a second. Sorry, I'm not going to pee or anything. I'm saying goodnight.
Do men love
Go harder.
harder
Yeah,
than
love
women?
harder, go harder, however the fuck you want to say it.
Define harder.
Well, when you we'll say your last, we'll call it a relationship, okay?
Mhm.
Like you visually and like emotionally and like went out of your way to do more shit and seemed more, I don't want to say seeming more like hurt by the relationship. Makes sense because the other person could seem or could be hurt but just not show it as much. But like, do you feel like fuck, how can I explain this? Can you help me, D? Help me explain this. Do you feel like men love harder in relationships and go harder in relationships than women do?
I think he's trying to say like invest. Really invest more.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's better. Invest.
Invest?
Yeah.
Well, I think like those are two different questions though, because I think you
No,
can-
I don't. So I kind of see where you're going at, and like, I don't think so. I think that's more of a I think that's more of like a person to person thing, in consideration to gender thing. Because
Don't
I've
think
had,
overall majority. Because I would say on a larger scale, especially over a breakup like that, I would say men more times than none are more hurt and take longer to
that's a different. That's different. No,
bounce
I
back.
do believe men. If a man, so let's say everyone's been honest and sincere in this whole thing, right? And when people break up, I think men generally go through an emotional phase first before they get over it. You know what I mean? Where I think women will try to get over it a little quicker and then go through an emotional phase. Right.
But yeah,
And
that's like the common thing that happens.
I feel like it's
Yeah,
flipped.
that.
situation.
I feel like it's flipped only because I think dudes more common than not will get like forget what they have if it's like good, and then dip, and then they'll be like, "Fuck yeah, bro, I'm single," and then later they'll be like, "Oh fuck, bro, like she was actually sick. She would make me sandwiches
No,
and it was good."
but what Corpse is saying is the opposite of that.
Oh, I thought I heard that men would go
No,
through
no,
an
no.
emotional
Women do
phase
that.
first.
Women do that. Women are the ones essentially who do that. They're like, oh yeah, single, woo,
Oh,
and
see,
then
that's
they're
what I'm
like,
saying. In my experience,
oh
I've seen
fuck,
like
like
I imagine I feel like the feeling is like men do that more. Of like,
really?
I think
I
so.
mean, I did that. I did it. I won't lie. I was with this girl for like 2 years, bro, when I first moved out here, bro. And when me and her broke up, I turned into a hoe,
For sure.
bro. I was hoeing. Like, I'm not proud of it, but let me tell you, like, you know what
And
I'm
then
saying?
later you're like, fuck.
I know, bro. And like, I was. I mean, like, I was for the streets, right? But like at the same time,
Shit, you still for the streets, dog. Let's be real.
no, no, no. I'm not. I am inside. Um, there is a fucking like. I'm gonna sound mad gay when I say this,
Jeez.
but
Hey,
You like
I'm gonna
dick.
sound super corny,
That's
right?
the only way.
But I just regret letting them having those experiences because it's like now when I talk to an honest girl, right? Like somebody I'm trying to be honest with, you know what I mean?
that should be everybody. Duh. We're on the
Right.
internet. You're honest to everybody, okay, Corpse?
Oh my god, I'm like not a fucking slut. Like, but when they ask, like, oh,
I'm not just trying to fuck.
did you ever go through a hoe phase, or did you ever have a phase where you're like super promiscuous? And it's like, when I'm like, yeah, it's like I know when I say yes, there's about to be like 5 or 6 other questions that are
How many
so
bodies?
cringy, and I'm gonna like, first off, that's none of your business, right? But it's so cringy to even say it, like the discussion, right? Like, and for me, it's kind of like I'd rather just not not
Can I say
you know what I mean? Like not have had any of that shit go through, not have none of that shit go down, because now these fucking now there's this appearance or this thought, like it's
Stigma.
like you, huh?
It's like a stigma right behind you. You've gone through a whole phase. If you've gone through that, then and now you're trying to be honest about shit. What makes it so that you can't revert back to that?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And bro, and mind you, I was just running around in Key West with one person in my eye. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm running around with fucking 10, 12 dudes, bro, and we're in the fucking strip club making it pop in this bitch, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, these motherfuckers know us by name, bro. Like, we got it cracking in this motherfucker everywhere we went.
That's how I used to be here, bro.
So don't tell me because I had this experience back then, like, and she never did, like, but I'm saying like other people, like, don't you ever try to say that I'm a certain type of way because you see me in certain places doing certain things with certain people, and I may have had a certain past, but what I'm doing, don't ever question that shit, playa.
Yeah, but that's guilt by association, bro.
Well, fuck that. Don't
I
question.
mean, that's just that's what it is. That's what it is, bro. That's the law of life, guilt by association.
Well, don't
Right?
question my character.
But would you question hers?
No, bro, her going and doing some other shit like that, right? Like,
If you seen her out with a bunch of fucking women and a bunch of dudes around them at a bar or some shit, you're not gonna question that?
bro, she was a bartender at the strip club. She would be at that bitch all the time. Like,
You know what I'm saying?
Where-
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like you're not questioning that? Let me
Well,
tell you this. This is
what am I
my
gonna do?
experience. My experiences with strip clubs is the bartenders and the waitresses are finer than the strippers are.
Yes.
And guess what? They know their worth because they ain't getting naked to go on stage.
Yeah. But dude, and I'm telling you, bro, like there was a lot of nights I'd be sitting at that bar and I would just watch these dudes, bro, and I would listen to them. I could hear them. Like, you know what I mean? And I couldn't, it's like, what am I gonna do?
Yo,
Like, you know what I mean? This is her
low
job.
key like turn you on though.
A little bit. A little
Like,
bit.
yeah, all these dudes want you, but guess who you going home with?
Bro, there was one
Me.
night, bro, there was one night I remember, bro, I was just so smashed, dog. And I don't know why, but like there's this little spot on the bar where she would be working and I'd be sitting there. And I don't know why, but the boys would always end up congregating where I was at, bro. So I'm right there, bro. I'm spinning the yarn with these dudes. We're telling fucking jokes. We got everybody laughing. We're having a good fucking jolly good old time. Bro, and this was like the first time she made it known to all the homies. She leaned over and she said some shit from across the bar. Like, I don't want to repeat it, but everyone was like,
"You gotta say what the fuck she said." What the
bro,
fuck she said?
like we're all like this. Everyone goes, damn. I was like, yeah, like, hey, yeah, motherfuckers, chill
What
out.
did she
Like,
say? She was gonna fucking like gargle your fucking nut or what?
she said some crazy, bro. She said some crazy shit.
What
and
she
I was-
say? Corpse, you gotta tell me what she said, bro. You gotta say it,
You
bro.
gotta put it
Nobody
in
knows
the-
who this girl is. Just say
You
what she
gotta-
said, bro.
You gotta put it in the Discord, and then everybody who's not in the fucking Discord can go suck my ass. All right, you have to go
Yeah,
join the
there you
Discord to
go.
find out.
Oh my god. But
He's really not gonna say that shit.
But now that I'm getting older though, like I want shit like that, bro. Like if I'm dating somebody, I want to go out to the fucking club and pretend like we're different people and shit. Like I'm not saying like I want to bring somebody else in the bedroom type thing, but like I want to do fun shit like that. I want to fucking go to Vegas and I want to like pretend that we're two different people and we're meeting at the fucking blackjack table for the first time, and this is Betsy Lou from fucking Arkansas, and I'm fucking Ramon Hidalgo from fucking Guadalajara or some shit like that. And like that shit is entertaining to me.
bro, I remember
Can y'all
Like,
tell I
right-
like role playing in the bedroom
I
or
was gonna
what?
say like I like role playing. Yeah, it just reminded me of. Did you guys see Modern Family?
Nah, I never watched that
Mm-mm.
show.
I
I'm
never
pissed though.
There's a part in Modern Family where the husband is like a dorky, like kind of like awkward dude, and then the wife is like like a little bit more, I guess, high strung in a different way. You know what I mean? But they let loose sometimes, whatever. But the husband is obviously still like awkward and like dorky. So when they try to role play, he's like super fucking awkward about it. And she's like, "Bro, just chill. Like just be suave." And then he's like, "So I'm trying to get in your panties." And she's like, "Bro, like not like that. Like Jesus." And I just think of that when I think of like role playing in the bedroom.
yeah, role playing is like it's one thing, but I don't know. When I go out, like bro, even when I was there, like, and I would be at the bar, like she's working. So I would put my tab down with her, but I would fucking go here, bounce over here. I'd end up a quarter mile down the fucking street with my credit card still in the bar and wander my ass back. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I never felt like I was policed or like had to be around them. Fuck that. I can't have that kind of relationship or that kind of space,
Mila.
bro. I gotta have some kind of like freedom while we're out and about. Like for sure, we're walking in together and we're leaving together. But while we're in this bitch, go dance with your girlfriends. Just don't be letting nobody touch you. Like, you know. Did you guys hear about Chance the Rapper?
No, what happened?
No, whatever.
So supposedly, I guess he had like
Oh yeah, he was dancing on some girl up in like Barbados or some shit, right?
yeah, and like his wife was about to divorce him.
Okay.
Like
Well-
over that or like as it was happening?
Well, I guess a video surfaced and
Yeah,
went like
But he
uber
was
viral.
like, he was grinding the fuck on this girl too, bro.
like
thought-
freaking.
Dude, I thought you were gonna say something wild like, dude, they got out of the club and there was poop all over his fucking pants. I was like, God.
No, dude, his wife was about to divorce him. Like,
Nah, he was like grinding on her though.
would you
but-
divorce your wife? Would
Nah.
you divorce your wife?
But here's the thing, right? Okay, so I'm like, this was actually a thing of mine in the past because so it was like so it was a ex partner of mine and then her brother or who she considered her brother. They were like best friends, blah 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 blah, blah, right?
I
No,
look right at
no.
Corpse.
He's gay though, like extremely gay, and I know
Until he
him and I
wants
love
some
him.
pussy.
No.
Then he's
Until
straight.
it's like,
No.
you know, I never
no.
really
Nah.
tried.
Let me finish the
So
story.
I know
though.
that I don't.
No,
like
he's
it.
legit gay. Like he's gay as fuck. Like
I'm
he's
just
about to
kidding,
get
I'm
married
just
to a
kidding.
dude. Like legit. And it was all fun. Like we were on a party bus and they were dancing together, right? And it was like careless fun, right? I knew that. I knew that it was just like whatever dancing. But If you're my girl, there's no fucking way you're rubbing your ass on another dude's genitals. I don't give a fuck if they're fucking the prince of being gay. You know what I mean? And I was like, but I held it in. I didn't say anything because I knew who he was and he respected me, and it was like all in good fun type of thing. It wasn't malicious or disrespectful or anything, and I knew it wasn't. But it bothered the fuck out of me.
Mm-hmm.
And but yeah, like if you and I are together, you are not dancing up on nobody.
No, absolutely not, dude. Are you tripping?
You want to go dance? Throw your hands in the air like you just don't care. Raise the roof like Cabbage Patch type of shit. Cool. Be my fucking guest. But there is no way, not a single way that you are grinding your ass on another dude's dick ever if we're ever together.
Bro, and like that's what like one thing I hate is like girls will get into this thing of like, oh, like
It's just dancing.
yeah, it's just dancing, you know, or oh, like bro, there's a thing to me about exclusivity. Right? And with a certain level of exclusivity, like I'll take gym pictures, right? No doubt. But when I'm in a relationship, I will not. I just won't. Like even
That's
though
how I know that. That's how I know by looking at your story if you single or not, bro.
yeah, bro, I just think
This
it's like
motherfucker being there ripped in the gym,
I was
dog.
about to
Just
say,
get
how
it
does that
in.
feel, bro? Because I'm trying to work there, but I'm not there. I've never been, and I want to be.
then you'll
Start working on
do it.
rooftops.
Huh?
If you want to be it, then you will be it. You just
know.
got to keep wanting to
I'm
be
getting
it.
my food right. I'm going to the gym more, at least 3 times a week.
Okay.
Oh, you gotta up those numbers though, baby.
Now I gotta
Yeah.
start slow, because if I don't, I'm gonna fucking be like, nah, fuck that.
And time over tension, right? Muscle. What is it? Mind muscle connections.
Yeah, start low weight, easy reps. Make sure you
Mhm.
make that connection.
Yeah. You know what you don't know, and you know what you can't lift, right?
Mhm.
Like
Yeah, don't be
so.
ego lifting. I was doing that
Yeah.
this last time in the gym. I was like, I know this is a fucking low number, and last time I know I was doing like higher, and I'm like, but this is what I could do right now. This is like good
Gotta
reps.
become-
These are good fucking
Bro,
reps.
let me tell you, when I was like yoked, I was doing like shoulder presses, like 120 shoulder presses. Now I'd be lucky if I could do 30.
Yeah, bro, it's humbling when you go from like
Fuck
shit like
yeah.
that.
I'm like 195 right now, like pure fat from drinking so much. I was 187, like ripped. I was eating 6 times a day type shit, bro.
Damn.
I never showed you a picture.
I think you did, but I didn't know you six. That too. I'm figuring out my food, and I want to like start because I know you were showing me that you were meal prepping, save, and I want to like start cooking lunch because
I
right
made
now,
the fire ass meal preps, bro. I
bro,
make fire meal preps.
right now I'm doing my weight loss thing that I did, and they're just like sandwiches. But I'm like, fuck, this is lame, bro. I need like food. I
I'm
need,
telling
like,
you, I'm about to
chicken
give you the
and-
recipe. I'm giving everybody the recipe right now that listens. The shit that I make, right? The shit that I could eat this all the time. Philly cheesesteak bowls. This is what the fuck it is. You make white rice in a rice cooker, okay? Then you get some ground turkey. You get 93% lean, 7% fat. You make that shit down. You put garlic salt, all season salt, regular salt, pepper, and then you put Worcestershire sauce. Mix that shit up.
Sure things.
Then you cut up some bell peppers, cut up some mushrooms, cut up some onions, season that shit with all the same shit, the sauce and everything. And then you mix it all together. You put 1 slab of fat-free fucking provolone cheese on the top and mix it with 2/3 cups of rice. Mix that shit all together. Meal prep. 6 grams of meat. Or 6 ounces. My bad, not 6 grams. 6 ounces of meat.
That sounds pretty good.
He said that's nothing.
It's like
not a lot.
like-
It's not a lot. Yeah, it's 6 ounces of meat, bro. Mix that shit up. That's a meal. Eat that every 3 hours. You're good to go.
Wait, because the thing is, I'm like focusing. So right now, I have a sandwich. I already know how much it's gonna be. I think it's somewhere in the neighborhood of like 230 calories. It's like super low.
That's nothing.
It's literally nothing. But that's what I'm saying. Like I know if I like snap back into it, I could lose a lot of weight. But I know eventually I also want to start building muscle, and that takes a lot more protein. And so I know I'm gonna have to change it up once I get there.
Well, it
but
takes
right
a lot of
now,
carbs too.
Right
You need
now,
your carbs too, bro.
I need to like lose all this fucking titty. Okay.
You want to know my cigarette? About my cigarette? My secret? when I was at 187, like big, I was like muscular, bro. My secret was I would go to the bar 2 times a week after the gym. I would stop in the bar. I would get 2 beers and a shot, and I would get a burrito, two to 3 times a week after the gym, because I would go to the gym at 11 p.m.
Mm.
and then on my way home was a bar and the taco shop, and I would get 2 beers and a shot from the bar, and then I would go pick up my burrito, eat my burrito when I got home.
Okay.
Bro, gin Korean barbecue. When I was going to the gym back in like 2000 and like late 2015, early 2016, bro, I was going to the gym maybe like 3 times a day, bro. And I was working
That's
at Gin Korean
crazy.
barbecue, bro.
Really?
I was eating there twice a day, and so I was just eating potato salad and fucking slabs of fucking
Just
beef
meat.
tongue and beef
Mm.
belly, bro. Just smashing, dude. And I was rocking like at like 155, like 150, 155 area. And it's like just solid, like just like a solid fucking rock. I had got to 160 while I was in Florida. But I was drinking like a bunch of protein shakes and shit, and I don't want to be doing that.
Yeah, protein shakes. I mean, I don't like. I make overnight oats right now for like morning, especially because I get up. I have to be there so early. I get there at like 6. So I'm like, fuck. I don't want to like make anything. So I make overnight oats and I put like protein in
Mhm.
there. I use almond milk for like the lowest amount of calories. I used to use, what is it, like fat free or like sugar free yogurt, whatever, or Greek yogurt. I think it is.
Yeah, the Greek yogurt.
I would recommend not putting protein in it,
But then
because
again, I get
you're literally going to work to sit down. And what people don't understand is you're probably using whey protein as well. And so when you go and you eat protein and then you sit down, that protein is not going to any of your muscles because you're not doing anything. So
But
it just turns into fat.
So what's the
Mhm.
best for like I guess recuperation? Because the reason I did it was because usually I'd be sore from like some gym session that I just did.
Yeah, you would take your recuperation after the gym. So like amino acids, any type of BCAAs, shit like that.
Yeah, you need to have that
Creatine.
consumed in a time span for it to
Mhm.
really work as like a
Because
as a
your
recovery.
muscles don't stay ripped. What you feel the next day is your muscles healing from being ripped.
Mhm.
So like when you rip your muscles from working out, you need to feed them while they're ripped and like while you still have that pump going. So that's when you take like creatine, BCAAs, amino acids, things of that nature, so that
BCAAs,
it
yeah.
feeds your fucking muscles. And then your recuperation starts after that because your muscles are healing. That's why you are sore the next day, because your muscles are in that healing process.
Yes.
Trust me,
I
bro.
love how we
went,
just mansplain this shit.
bro. I went from 187, and then I was like, I wonder what my body could do, and I went all the way down to 170, and I looked like I had like a fucking runner's body with no six pack, and then I went back up to 185, and then I got fat because COVID happened and the gyms were closed.
Yeah. Bro,
But I was in the best shape of my life. I can't wait to be back there. Like I wish I could. I wish the 24-hour fitness by my house was 24 hours, because I would go when I used to go.
Wait,
I'd
what?
be ripped.
Is
That
that a
didn't make
24-hour
sense.
gym? That'd be, yeah, I was about to say.
It was a 24-hour fitness, and because of COVID, they changed their fucking hours, so they're not 24 hours anymore.
Oh, that's whack.
There's only two. There's only like 2 or 3 24-hour fitnesses in all of San Diego that are 24 hours truly.
That's a
whack.
fucking scam.
Yeah, what the
Yeah,
hell?
facts, bro. I literally live within like 4 minutes walking distance from a 24-hour fitness.
Dang, you just run there, get a quick little just warm up,
Yeah,
Exactly.
little warm up jog.
and then just
Exactly.
start.
That's what I used to do before COVID.
Yeah, that'd be sick. I used to run a lot more, but
Fuck
dude,
running. I can't do that shit.
It's just
I have
hard.
to.
It's
I
just-
can't anymore.
It's just fun because you get into that motivate. And my cousin actually just got into it too, so we're kind of bonding over it the other day. And I was like, bro, deadass. I used to put in some like Jordan Peterson, like dig deep, like not dig deep, but like you can do so much more than you don't understand. And that would get me through the last fucking little bit. I'm like, should be fun.
Yeah.
That shit was fun.
Bro, there was a minute where I was running like 3 miles a day, bro.
Yeah, me too.
And
Fuck that. I could never.
Took me 30
bro,
minutes.
bro, I'm telling you, hitting like 7:15, 7:20 on the fucking miles, bro. Like, you know what I
Fuck
mean?
that. On a treadmill or like
That's
free
fast.
running?
On a
were
treadmill.
fast.
On a treadmill. On a treadmill.
Really? See, I can't run that long. Two, during COVID, I try to go on runs. Like my boy Gabe and I, who's gonna be on the show next week. He started doing like this. He was training for a marathon, and so I was like, "Fuck it, I'll start like running with you." But like I'll do because we had this app that would like show how much we traveled because I would do like lots of walks. I would walk like 3 miles a day.
Mhm.
And then so I decided that I was gonna go for a run one day, and then I'm like running out of my neighborhood and onto the street, and like all these people are looking at me, and then I realized like, bro, you can't run like that in the hood because then people think that there's something wrong, like something's going
The
on.
fuck? But
Oh
it also
man,
takes a lot of time too. Like it takes a lot of time for me to build up to like that. Like 3 miles a day I was doing. I never focused on like being the fastest, so I think I did like a 10-minute mile every time. So it took me like half an hour to
Mhm.
do. But it was mostly just like the mental of like getting over the pain and just like running through it. That shit was like the best. That felt
yeah,
really.
but 10-minute miles are straight though, bro.
They're all right, but yeah, I was never trying to be like I gotta get quicker. I was just like I just gotta get it done. Like that's just my. I just wanted to get it done.
Dude, no fucking lie. Elijah's mom is fast as fuck. Like she was fast as hell, dude. And I just remember thinking like, and it was weird because like, of course I was a better dancer than her, but it was weird.
Oh, shit.
It was weird because it was like
I was a better dancer.
of course I was. But dude, I mean, like just watching her run, I was like, damn, like she's no like she's good. Like she's like it just looks smooth, like what she's
Bro,
doing.
I remember one time when I was in Oxnard, Peanut's mom thought she could beat me in a race. I'll never forget. Like I took my work shirt off and I was wearing slacks, and then I was in dress shoes, and they said go, and I started running, and I was like killing her, and then all of a sudden, like because I run with my hands open like this, my thumb got stuck in my like my pants pocket, and when I went to like extend, the whole side of my pants fucking ripped.
Oh damn!
Wow.
What the fuck?
But yeah, dude, Sid like taught me like how to like use my arms to run,
Mm-hmm.
like how like there should be a flow of movement, like all this shit. She's like, you seem so stiff, like when you're running.
Dude,
So like,
there's so much that goes into running, like the way you tilt forward, where your placement of like your footing and everything. It's
mm-hmm.
I didn't
Yeah,
know.
how you use your whole foot
Yeah,
and like
yeah,
push off with your
Yeah, use your
toes and
whole
shit.
foot. Yeah, yeah. It's bro, it's bad, but it's gotten hard for me to run. Like my knees can't take it.
My knees are fucked. My ankles fucked from skating. My lungs are fucked from fucking smoking. My liver's bad from drinking. I'm just getting to that age, bro. But
Yeah.
like I ever since I fucked my ankle up from skating, like I had not been able to run. Like I could probably like do a quick sprint, but yeah, man, the weather fucks me up. Like my shit will get very swollen when it's cold. It's bad. I miss skating though, bro. If there's one thing that I ever regret not continuing, it's definitely skating.
Mhm.
I miss that shit, man. I was so fucking dope.
Bro, honestly, like one thing I wish I would have really followed was photography. Like I got into it a little bit when I was younger. And I remember we had like a school project like 8th grade to take pictures. And me and my buddy like went around the school and took a bunch of pictures, and some of them got submitted into like the county like art exhibits and shit. Some of them got submitted, and it was really cool. And so like I remember like um that early validation, I guess. Like having tried it just for the first time and being very validated for what I thought was cool, like you know what I mean, or what I thought was artistic.
mm-hmm.
To have that really early on was really inspiring. And I do like I try to take like artsy photos when I do take photos on Instagram and shit, but whatever.
Yeah, I can't. I try to get into photography too when I was doing graffiti mostly. Um, honestly, I have this like cool idea for like a film of just somebody following a graffiti artist for the night with but there's no words. Like there's never words exchanged between the like the whoever's filming and the artist,
Mm-hmm.
and they just follow them like go to these certain places so that you can see how and what like graffiti artists see. I've always wanted to do it, like since I was like 19 or 20.
Bro, that would be sick. Just
And
for
it's
the
filmed in black and white.
oh, that would be sick as fuck. Bro, and it's just sick too because so many people like I've climbed the side of freeways, I've climbed the side of buildings, blah blah blah. So it's like people ask, like, how did they get up there? It's like, motherfucker, they climbed. Like, what do you mean? How did they get up there? There's shit that they made, and it helped them climb the side of this thing, dude. Or like, you wouldn't
There's
believe.
like little shit that I see on the side of a building. I'm like, damn, that building's very easy to get up.
Yeah,
I mean, I
like,
probably couldn't do it now. I mean, I might, but I probably can do it now. But
like
yeah,
that dumpster to that electrical box. All I
Yeah.
got to do is just jump and grab the ledge, and I'm up. Like,
yeah.
there it
Or
is.
like look at the way the poles are separated from the wall just a little bit. Like you can just put your feet on the wall and like shimmy up with your hands. That type of shit.
What the
Bro,
fuck?
there was a minute, bro. I mean, dude, there was a minute when I was like 18. I remember my like whole paycheck would go to fucking getting cans and shit. And
You
there
spend money
was
on paint? I never spend money. I would only spend money on paint if I was going to like do an actual production for somebody or like go like do an actual production. But I would never buy paint. I would
bro
always wreck
Montana
that.
cans, dude, streaks, this, that, and the third, bro. We were coming up tips. And I just remember like I remember you give me
Pocket can, pocket
yes, sir.
Montana
A
can.
little
I still
pocket
have
one?
the.
How'd you get your cans?
I was stealing.
Oh, jeez.
I would
Yeah, bro.
paint pens, paint markers, all that shit, all the shit that we did to like paint canvases, like the one I have up here.
Before they lock the doors at fucking Target and shit, before
Yeah.
they lock the doors at fucking Walmart, like, dude, you could just grab them just by the armful.
I would throw them in my bag. We'll walk out, or if we ever did pay for them, like if we got Krylon cans and shit. Krylon cans were like $4 a piece, but they had 99-cent cans. So what we would do is we would like just take X-Acto knives and cut the barcodes off of the dollar cans, and we would stick them on the Krylon one. So we would pay $1 for $4 cans.
Mm-hmm.
But I always keep this
Nice move.
near just in case I like ever get the inkling to go out at like 2 a.m. because I can't sleep and catch a couple tags.
Bro, there's a couple spots I still cruise by, dude, and I'm like, dude, like I had a spot rocking, like there was a light pole, and you can fucking like you can easily see where it's a ladder, bro. Like you grab the meter where it has like the crosswalk meter, grab it, climb it, then you're on the street light, climb the street light, and then you can grab the pole and stand on top of the fucking street light and catch the fucking pole, dude. And I have one still rocking in Oxnard from fucking 2012.
Damn.
It's been there 11 years, bro. And I've been having the itch to get back out in the city just one more fucking time. Just
Zero,
one
have
more.
I ever shown you my any of my art?
I don't
You
think so.
did.
Did
You
you?
did. You showed me some stuff.
Oh.
You showed me some stuff way back.
I'll
Wait.
post some in the Discord real quick.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna show it to the camera, but I got you. See, everybody who's not in the Discord gotta fucking join the Discord. Okay.
If I can find any, let me see. I had like a whole bunch before. But yeah, bro, we used to just fucking paint like crazy, dog. I got paid a couple times to do some shit. Let's see. You haven't even touched it, bro.
Peer pressure me.
Oh shit.
Your boy was low key artistic, bro.
Dog, that
We were
shit
doing
looks
like
sick.
full productions.
Dude, I can't even imagine.
But it was tight because that blue and light blue piece that I sent,
Yeah.
like that piece, I actually got paid to do that one.
Oh my god.
How do you get like do you guys use stencils or anything?
No, okay, that's a funny story. So I'll never forget. We went to go paint one time, me and my boy. I'm not gonna say who it was because if he ever listens to this, he'll hate that I'm telling this fucking story. And so you practice getting your lines like that, and it's a lot of painting over with different colors and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember we were painting one time, and he pulls out this piece of cardboard, and I'm like jamming, listening to music, and I'm painting, and I look over and I see him with this like piece of cardboard, like painting his lines. I was like, "Yo, what the fuck are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, I'm like getting my lines straight." I'm like, "Man, if you don't put that fucking piece of cardboard down and learn how to get your lines straight, like what the fuck are you doing?" You know, that shit was fucking. It was fucking hilarious.
That's probably what I would do if I'd be like, bro, what? I could just do this.
No, that's cheating.
Yeah, that's always been considered cheating.
That's cheating, bro. I have more, but those are the ones that I'm willing to show right now. But yeah, bro, I used to. That was my life. I would live and breathe writing graffiti. I miss it so fucking much.
Those
So
are sick,
fucking
yeah.
much. Appreciate that, bro. Thank you. All right, well, we hit the 2 hour mark, baby.
Y'all already know the deal.
I already know. You guys you got company over. I got a show to watch. I know this motherfucker has to wake up mad early because he's gonna be at work tomorrow.
Who?
You.
Not I.
Are you off tomorrow?
I'm off tomorrow, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You're off Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
That's why I'm
Hey,
not even
are you rolling with Colin and I on Friday or what?
Is it this Friday?
Nah,
I think I
yeah.
can. I think I could. I think I could probably swing by.
You're probably just gonna sit there for a little while, but
I'll probably pop in for a bit, but I don't know if I'm gonna stay the whole time. I'll watch you guys though.
for sure. Well, I mean, what do you guys think? Did I do a good job tonight?
I'm such a hater on you guys because y'all get to hang out and shit often, and I don't get to see y'all.
Calm down, bro. Calm
Every time you
down.
guys are like, "Oh, you guys gonna go somewhere?" I'm like,
Dude,
"Fucking
when
go
you come
somewhere?"
down, we just need to like not even do a podcast. We just need to like go eat. We'll chill. We'll like
Yeah, just make a day trip out of it, bro.
that'd be sick.
Because think about it. If you come down like on a Saturday or Sunday, right? Saturday, the latest I get off is 4. And then Sunday, if you come down on a Sunday, I'm off all day. Zero gets off at 3.
Yeah.
We
So
could go
that's a-
fucking catch a movie, fucking go eat
Mhm.
dinner, do something. Then you could crash at my crib if you need to, or whatever the fucking case may be. Get a fucking, if we could get an Airbnb or something. Zero could take the Monday off because I know he's
If
got
I'm
hella
in San
personal
Diego,
time.
I'm gonna try to
Oh,
get
no.
real physical.
Well, I'm not sleeping in bed with you.
Yeah, so I might need my own room, dog. I'm sorry, I love you guys.
I'm trying to get real physical.
Real physical.
Oh shit! But yeah, slide through, bro. And then we could do like a phone vlog. We could do like a vlog for the day, and that would give us content to post on each other's channels.
That'd be wild. Yeah.
I might be down that way here soon, even for work. I'll see, but I will be making
Even
a
if
trip
it's
down there.
even if it's just for dinner, bro. We can link for dinner.
Yeah.
We go
that'd
to
be
fucking
sick.
Hooters, eat some wings. We could go to fucking Korean barbecue.
Korean barbecue would be good.
We go to the beach and fucking hold each other's dicks while we watch the sunset.
Yes.
Well, I'm trying to go down to some of the powwows down there too, and compete.
There's hella powwows, Saquon,
Mhm.
Verona, Viejas. We got, come on, bro. We got all this shit.
Come
out
on,
here,
my
bro.
G. That's where my people are from. We're from the 619.
My people. Yeah, from La Jolla. I know.
Mm-hmm. These white men are dangerous, bro. That was the most realest thing ever said ever in a movie, and it was in Pocahontas. The chief goes, "These white men are dangerous." Yes, they are.
You know, okay, real quick before we get off, real quick. I actually
Uh-oh.
didn't even think about this until yesterday. So, or I didn't think about this until just now, and it happened yesterday. So my sister-in-law, she gauges people's Mexicanness off of their characteristics. Right? Like, so she considers herself more Mexican than I am because she speaks more fluent Spanish than I do, and she cooks Mexican food, and both her parents are Mexican, so she considers herself more Mexican than I am. Which drives me absolutely fucking crazy because, like, what the fuck? Like, I'm Mexican, motherfucker. You know, like, my dad is from Mexico. I speak Spanish. I know how to read and write in Spanish. I'm Mexican. I'm Mexican American. But anyway, so we were having this conversation yesterday in front of my dad, who's an immigrant. My dad is an immigrant. He has his residency. He's not a what is it called? He's a resident, not a
Like a citizen?
citizen.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I like
No,
brain
you're
farted.
good. You're good.
So she brought up something about how Florida is like taking away DACA and like trying to make it harder for illegal immigrants to stay here. And her and I got into a discussion about it, and I was like, well, yeah, like they're illegal, like they're not supposed to be here, like that it is what it is,
Mhm.
And we were having the conversation in front of my dad, who my dad's family comes here sometimes illegally to send money back and this and that and blah blah blah. So the question that was asked to me, like, oh, okay, well, if one of your family members, like your uncle or something, that was here illegally, if they got deported, wouldn't that upset you? And I'm like, no, what the fuck? Like, they know the risk of being here from being illegal. If they get sent back, like, that's on them. They chose to come here illegally, so that's the consequence that they have to deal with. I was like, look at my father. He decided, like, he came here illegally, got deported, and then what did he do? He came here legally because he knew that's what he had to do in order to have kids in this country, and he had me in this country, so I have to follow the rules of this country. And it was crazy because I've never really talked like politics in front of my dad before. My dad like speaks broken English. Like,
Mm.
he can speak English, but he doesn't speak English well. And my dad's been here for like 35 years. And it was crazy because he agreed with what I was saying.
But to her, would she consider him more Mexican than you?
Yeah, because he was born in Mexico.
He's
My
Mexican.
dad's
Okay.
Mexican.
He's
Yeah,
OG.
he's
Well,
Mexican.
I'm just asking.
He's not even Mexican American. He's Mexican because he just has his residency here.
Mhm.
Like,
My
he has
guy.
to renew his green card. And it was interesting because the way that I explained it is because my father came to this country to give his kids a better life. Like, we have to abide by the rules of the land, right?
Yeah.
Like, it was not like we're in Mexico and we have to abide by those rules like how he does if he goes back to Mexico. So if the rules of the land say that you can't come into this country illegally, or if you do come into this country illegally, like, you have to deal with the consequences if you get caught. And then
Yeah.
my dad even said, he was like, yeah, if he was talking about me, if he was driving and my brother was in the car with him, like, not only would my brother get deported, but like he would get in trouble too because he's quote unquote harboring an illegal alien. And I was like, yeah, that's how, like, I would get in trouble as well. Like, you
Well,
know,
I kick it to you like this:
you can do it.
there's a there's a reason that I don't get mad at cops, right? is they're playing the same game. We're all playing the same game. As long as you're a clean cop playing the game, you bust somebody. Why am I mad at you? Why am I going to be mad at you? If I'm slinging drugs and you're a clean cop, now if you're a dirty cop and you like set me up, that's different because now you're playing the game and you're double dipping. You get what I'm saying? But if you're a clean cop, whatever, right? You're just playing the game. So if you're going to come here, no matter where you're fucking coming from, to me, if you're going to play the game, you're playing the game. You get caught, right? Why can't two things be true at the same time? I can still be sad. I can still be sad. I can still be mad, frustrated that this is happening. But why am I going to be mad at the rules of the game? It's the rules of the game, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
I
Fuck
agree.
it. If at first you don't succeed, pick yourself up and try again, dude. Like,
And try again the right way.
or yeah, well, I
Well,
encourage.
that's interesting that you said that because so when Peanut was born, I thought to myself, like, I'm gonna have to teach him to be around society differently because he's Mexican and black.
Mhm.
And then I started thinking to myself, like, fuck no, that goes against everything that I've ever stood for because I believe that there is good in society, right? Especially with
Mhm.
when it goes around cops. And like Peanut, every firefighter that he sees, every ambulance, every police car that passes by, he always waves to them. So I asked him the other day, I said, son, like, what does the ambulance do? Like, what do the people in the ambulance do? And he says, oh, well, like, they help us if we're sick or if we're in trouble, like, they help us. They take us to the hospital. And I says,
Mhm.
okay, so what do firefighters do? And he's like, oh, they fight fires. Like, if a house is on fire or something, then they put the fire out. And then I said, what do the cops do? Like, what do the police do? And he said, they take the bad guys away.
Mhm. Mhm.
So if he continues to have that mindset growing up, I don't have to teach him anything.
Mhm.
I don't have to, as long as he believes that police are here to take the bad guys away and he knows that he's not a bad guy, he has nothing to be afraid of.
Mhm.
What reason do I have to scare him and fluff him up and parade around like these people are gonna do something bad to him? I might as well make him scared of the whole world. Then, if that's the case, I might as well make him scared to go to the mall. I might as well scared to make him go to church. I might as well be scared, make him scared to go to school. Like yeah, it was just crazy when he said that to me because it was like an epiphany. Like I didn't teach him that.
Yeah.
I did not teach him that. I did not tell him to say
There's
that.
an installation. There's an installation of fear of the men in blue. Like, you know what I mean? For sure. There's an installation. And I don't want to ever teach my son that he needs to be afraid of the cops. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if anything, he needs to feel relief when he sees a police officer.
Yeah, but a lot of things, well, in our case, right? Not to be a dickhead about it, but like your son is a lot more fair skinned than my son is. So,
Yeah,
like in this day and age, people of his skin color believe they have more to be afraid of than those of your child's skin color. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but crime is crime. You know what I mean?
I agree. No, I agree with that 100%. I'm just saying, like in from a societal standpoint, people would look at both of our kids and be like, "Yeah, his kid has way more to worry about than your kid does," and I don't believe that to be true.
See, and even like so my sister, right? My sister Emma has 2 kids who are fairly dark skinned, right? Because her boyfriend is black. And I think he's like part native, but for sure, you know what I mean? And she has a strong stance about her whole thing with police brutality and all this stuff. But at the same time, if I could ever tell her something on the back end, it's always just don't teach your kids to be scared of them, right? Like we need to teach these kids that there's just people who make mistakes, right? Like they make
mistakes all the time, right?
We make mistakes all the time, right? Now, when they get older, right, we should maybe have conversations with them with okay, how do you think we change these things? I mean, if these things are the things that concern you, these are the things that you're asking about, how do you think we change these things? Right? And get them involved in fucking the local policy and shit of their cities. I try to stay up to date, like with shit that's getting passed in the city and what they're trying to allow in the county and blah 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 blah. Like I try to stay.
Let me tell you, I was happy as fuck when California passed that jaywalking is legal.
Yeah, because that's
I got a fucking ticket for that when I was like 17. I was pissed.
Bro, it's an archaic, like, what do you mean jaywalking, dog? Like, to me, it's like you're running your own risk. You want to jaywalk, you get hit by a car, you're fucked, right?
Yeah, but I mean, essentially, it's the same thing as running a red light, right?
Yeah.
Like, you don't do that. So I can see why that is a law. But it's like, if I'm in the middle of a block that's fucking a mile long and I got to get to the other side of the road, like, you're going to tell me that I have to walk half a mile down to the crosswalk, cross, and then walk another half a mile back? Fuck that shit. Like, I'm fucking crossing right here, motherfucker. You know what I mean?
My GPS tells me that way. So nah, dude, we're going that way, bro.
What do you think, Zero? Do you think like darker kids that should be taught differently about police growing up?
No, I don't think so. But I'm not in that world. But I think genuinely, like, it sucks because it is bad people giving cops like a bad name. You know what I mean? I think like I heard this somewhere where like social media has put it in our head that like cops are bad, but it's really just like really shit cops that
I don't think it's just social media. I think it's media in general.
Or media in general. Yeah, I mean, sure. But like, even if you had a situation with a cop and it looks like dicey or whatever, 52 times a year, it still wouldn't be the majority of cops. It still wouldn't be like anywhere near the majority of cop interactions. So it shouldn't paint like all of police officers in a bad light, which sucks that it does.
Yeah, I think in my lifetime, I've dealt with the cops on more occasions than a lot of people. I've had guns. I've had cops pull guns on me. I've had cops arrest me. I've had cops break my bong and let me go. I've had, I've had all types of shit. And I would say that more times than none, like the interactions have, I mean, obviously I'm still alive. And I mean, look at me, like I look like a fucking gangbanger sometimes, you know what I mean? But yeah, like As long, like, just be cool with people, you
Just be,
know,
yeah, super respectful and like,
and be respectful, and you know, but understand the law at the same time. You know what I mean?
yeah, don't let
Understand,
them like,
understand. Yeah, don't let nobody walk all over you, but also don't be a
mhm,
dickhead in this sense. You know,
mhm,
like if a cop came up to me and pulled me over and was like, "Can I see your license and registration?" I would give them my license and registration, and then if they start asking me too many questions, where are you coming from? Where are you doing it, sir? Like, what did you stop me for? Can we get on? Like, if you stop me for speeding, how fast was I going? Is there any way that you could show me how that I was going that fast? You know, can I be on my way? Like, are you arresting me? Blah 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 blah, and then be on your way. I don't
yeah,
need to answer all these other questions. Do you want to search the vehicle? If I have nothing to hide, search the fucking vehicle.
Hmm.
Like what? But what reason do you have to like search my vehicle? What are you suspecting me of? But don't be a dickhead and be like, oh, this is what the fuck you guys do to all fucking colored people. You know what I mean? Like, don't be a fucking dick. That's the way I look at it. And I think that there's too many online lawyers now that want to fucking grab their phones and be like, oh, look at what this officer is doing. This, that. Like, fuck no. Like, leave that shit alone. Just fucking get on with your fucking day. That's the way I look at it. Is there dickhead fucking police? Yes, but there's also dickhead car salesmen and dickhead lawyers and dickhead doctors, and there's dickheads in every profession that exists in this world.
yeah,
Well, I think too. I think we like to forget that, and everyone always wraps it up in, oh well, that's what they signed up for, right? But we forget that
yeah,
they walk into every situation where like this could be the moment where I go.
mhm,
You know what I mean? Because dude, if I was a cop, that's what I would think. Anytime I approach somebody, this is like this could be it, guys. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what this guy's got on him. I don't know what's going on here, but something's obviously fishy's going on because I'm pulling him over. You know what I mean? Um,
If anything, they have more fear. They have more to be fearful of than you do.
you feel what I'm saying? Like, but why is there even so let's take it like people say, oh well, I'm scared because you're a cop and you can shoot me. And it's like, okay, well, I'm scared because I don't know what you got in your car, right?
You
So
can
you
shoot
can
me
shoot
too.
me. So you could shoot me. Right. And there becomes this ping pong game of, well, I'm not doing anything wrong. I only ran the red light. Well, you did something wrong. Now I have to see, and cops are trained to see past the stop, or it's called like past, yeah, like past the stop. So they stop you because you ran the red light. But why did you run this red light? What's going on here? Where are you going so fast? That's why. Where are you going? What happened? You know what I mean? They want to see what your reactions are, how you
yeah,
start moving around, bro. Like that's how they pop the trunk on a fucking traffic stop. That's how they end up popping the trunk and find a fucking brick of cocaine. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Or
but that in that same sense, I think that's why police have to go through more schooling. I think they have to go through more psychological training. I think they have to go through more psychological evaluations. I do believe. I don't believe that the police are bad, but I believe that there's not enough. Uh, there's not
preparation.
enough. Preparation for
I think
what
that too.
can happen. I don't think that the police should be defunded. I think if anything, the police should be funded more,
yeah, they need to be refunded.
refunded, and
Yeah, they
be
need to have
funded
more.
more so that they're because at the end of the day, the police, like, you could hate the police all the fuck you want, but if somebody gets shot on your fucking porch, who the fuck are you calling?
Not Ghostbusters.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Like if somebody breaks into your crib, who you calling? So it's like there needs to be more funding so that the police can be more educated in that psychological mindset of after the stop.
How did we get here?
I
I
don't
have no
know.
idea.
I
Oh, we
just
were
realized.
talking about illegal immigrants with my dad.
Yeah,
Oh
before
yeah.
that, we were on a good one. That was good.
What a great fucking show, bro.
It was.
I,
It was.
I'm so glad that I
It was.
prefaced the route of the show the way that I did because, boy, I got both of y'all emotional and like we did. I think we put on a show. Honestly, I think this was a great fucking episode.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't wait to see how it does, dude. I'm telling you, it was good. It was really good.
That was
I
really
think it
good,
was a great fucking show. I'm really sad that Zero's not gonna be here next week,
bro. I am too.
but in that same sense, I'm really glad that my boy will be filling in for him next week, and Zero will be able to like come back and watch the show and see, like, because right now I know that we all watch the shows back, right? Like I watch the shows and I listen to them back so that I have like a feeling of what it sounds like for both aspects, right? Like watching and listening.
Mhm.
But it's gonna be cool because you'll be able to watch like mine and Corpse's interaction with somebody else that's not you, and
Mhm.
you won't have a bias because you're on the show. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I won't be like, well, yeah, Zero's fucking right. What the fuck?
Zero's never right. You
I'm
fucking
like,
snowflake ass
like,
PC
bro,
motherfucker.
why the fuck is Save like arguing so much? Can't you not see, bro? Zero got the
Can't you
facts on him.
see?
Nah, just play. But
um,
yeah, it'll be super fun to see. And I'm gonna pop in. I'm gonna pop into your guys' stream so that way I'll be here in and out. I won't be here for the whole time probably, but I'll
He's
definitely watch it all the way back.
omnipresent.
Zero, does your family know you do this?
My mom actually she watched the episode where we were arguing about balance and she was like, bro, I was gonna comment something because I was like, what the fuck is he yelling at you? And I was like, Jesus. I was like, listen. I was like, I know we're arguing, but me and him, like, it's all love. Like, at the end of the day, we're not mad at each other and nothing. She was like, "What the fuck is he yelling at you? Like, doesn't he?" And I'm like, "Chill, relax a little."
Damn, your mom was mad at me, huh?
Mama Zero on that
Well, it
ass,
was just
boy.
like I
Zero
literally
mom.
typed. I was like, "Whoa, Mama Bear real came out right there." Jesus.
I know. Well, Mama Zero, just know that I have a lot of love and respect for your son, and that's the reason that we keep doing this, right? Like,
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
it's
yeah.
all love. Like, it's okay to disagree,
No, yeah.
and sometimes I
just-
just get a little loud.
I think she just got like yelling, son.
Protective.
Oh no, this is fucking. She got primal right there, and I was like, chill. It's okay. It's all good. We're chill. We're
Oh.
good.
You can show her this and just tell her that I love her. She raised a great son. Like,
Yeah, I got a good kid.
yeah,
Thank you.
she did a good job with you. Yeah, but I mean that's funny. That's funny. That's what I don't think my mom or my dad knows that I do this. Maybe I'll have to have them sit down and listen to an episode. Well, dad won't do it, but mom. Actually, we fucking cuss too much, and my mom doesn't like when I cuss. So
I hope my mom never finds this podcast. I hope she
especially
never
to show me your dick.
ever. Oh, dude.
Oh yeah. You...
I mean, I want to see it. No, I hope she never finds this thing, dude. Oh my god, she'd be sitting. She'd literally watch me get obliterated.
Dude,
Oh yeah,
I
75
forgot
milligrams.
about that.
Bye bye.
Every podcast just gets smashed right here, bro. Oh my god.
Kelly said that Zero's mom's gonna PM me and fucking cuss me out.
No. She's not
All right, Zero, close us out, baby.
Listen, I got emotional. Corpse here got emotional. Save is just cold hearted. He didn't not get emotional not once. Nah, just like it was a really great podcast. Super good topic. Save. I hope
That's thanks to y'all. This wasn't my topic. I don't want to take the credit. I'll take the credit for the way that I prefaced it, but
Yeah.
I won't take credit for the topic. This was your guys' topic. I asked you guys last week if you guys would allow me to come with the topic, and you guys allowed me to. So I thank you guys for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm super happy how it turned out. Everybody in everybody's community, Save, Corpse, myself. I hope you enjoyed the fuck out of this episode because it was amazing. And yeah, hopefully we just another banger. What the fuck? How are we gonna
Bang, bang, bang! Next
So-
week is what? Is it Corpse next week?
Yeah, and then it's
sir.
me when I come back.
It's you when you come back. Oh, you think you could just leave and come back with a topic?
That's what I gotta do, you know? So, but I hope everybody enjoyed. Yeah, that's it.
Well, like always, Big Bad Corpse. You guys, I love you. Save Zero. Yeah, no, good episode. It felt good. See, like it's all jokes. Like, you know what I mean? And I hope everyone always understands that when we're talking about stuff, yes, we might sound cold-blooded or cold-hearted or whatever, but like I hope you really see like underneath all these opinions that there is there's people there. Like, you know what I mean? Like we're people and we just have these crude very crude way of thinking, and we're here just talking about it. Like, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that we can kind of shine light onto this shit. You know what I mean?
We might be wrong. We're not opposed to it. Like we're not opposed to being wrong.
And
Like any
and
of
bro,
us.
and that's like, and that's one of the things that I love like about this is because me and Cisco's at like a similar age. You're younger, so I get to hear like a younger perspective on something that I used to look at. Like
Mhm.
similar problems, I used to look at them a certain way, and you may even look at them that way, or even different. Like, you know what I mean? And it's just good to hear such a different contrast because it shines light on my ignorance. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
No, me
And
too. And literally, sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but literally, like the exact same thing that you're describing happened because I remember the episode where I was talking about like marriage, and I think Cisco asked if I would ask my girlfriend's dad for her hand, and originally I said
Mhm.
no,
You did say
Mhm.
no.
and I talked to her about it, and she was like, "Well,
Mm.
it's not necessarily about like whether you think it's
Ooh.
respectful." Wait, because she wasn't like, "Oh, you should." She was just like, it's not necessarily like your version of respect. It's like more, how does he feel? And I was like, oh shit, I didn't even think of that. So
Yeah,
I
but
was
time
like,
out
yeah.
because of the way that you did say that, because I remember that
Mhm.
conversation. You were like, fuck that. Like, she's my girlfriend. Like, if we're going to get married, we're going to go fucking get married. That's how you said it.
I said,
That like it was like you did not give a fuck about what anybody else was gonna say. It was a decision that you were gonna make. Not like let's not go into a tangent here, but
sure,
like
yeah.
I remember that episode. Like that really stood out to me. Not that it changed like my outlook on who you are as a person, but it just made me really think like, wow, people are like do think like that now.
Mhm.
And it's interesting that what your girlfriend said, like it's not about how you feel, it's about how he feels as well.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah,
how
and
would he feel if he came back and saw that you guys were married, and he knew nothing about it?
Mhm. Yeah, and I thought about that, and I was like, it'd probably be good to like talk to them about it and stuff like that, and like
So
I
you
was like,
changed your
damn,
mind.
I did, yeah,
Thank you, girlfriend.
yeah. But it was
I
originally because of the conversation we had.
That's awesome. And look how it changes our lives outside of the podcast.
Mhm.
bro, and I'm saying like
Talking points all over.
I do when I do these sign outs, I do want to always say a little something where it's like, on a daily, like I've started to say things to myself like, I hope that God opens the eyes of my heart so that I can see him. And in this, like with this lately, I've been thinking like open the mind, open my mind and shine light on the darkness of my ignorance, and you guys really do open up my mind. So thank you. These have been good.
Yeah, no,
These
I
are good for
appreciate
me.
you
To you
guys.
guys.
I appreciate you guys for like giving this a chance. And I've always wanted to do a podcast. I was always very like jealous of Korps for being very successful with his podcast, but like having something that we do, because like Korps is doing it every week with somebody new or by himself. And so to have three perspectives and bringing three communities together is a beautiful fucking thing, right? Like your Zero's community is learning about Korps and my community is learning more about you because they know who Korps is, and then Korps is, and like it all intermingles, and it's like we're kind of giving light to our communities who just know who we are. Like, granted, they know who we bring in sometimes on a day-to-day basis, but at the end of the day, like they truly only understand who we are and what our perspective is on things. So they don't really get to hear us be combative or like debate or touch on other things or watch people watch us get emotional if we get emotional. So I think that what we're doing and what we're creating is a beautiful fucking thing. And not only is it a beautiful thing for our communities, but it's a beautiful thing within ourselves. It brings us closer together. It shows the love that we have for one another. It just shows that people from different walks of life are able to sit down and just converse about different shit every week and have fun with it, enjoy themselves, but also be serious at times, also be sensitive at times, be vulnerable. And it's a fucking beautiful thing. And I've really, really enjoyed doing this so far. And I can't wait for the next 50 episodes. I really can't. So in closing, I know everybody's already said their closing. So, Corpse's community, Zero's community, my community, as always, thank you guys so fucking much. This has been the usual Tuesdays. As always, you guys stay healthy, stay happy. I love you. Keep smiling, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
Adios,
Be
people.
safe.
Peace. Love you, boys.
Peace
I'll
out,
hit you guys
guys.
up soon. All right.
All right, love
Peace.
ya.
Bye-bye.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Yo, what legends, dude? That was such a good fucking episode. Jesus, that was such a good episode. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna be right here. I'm right here. Truly, truly a great episode. I don't know who the fuck is still on the broadcast, but thank you for being here. I know one of them has to be my girlfriend, so thank you for being here. And I don't know who the other one is, but thank you. Jeez, I fucking cried, bro. What a bitch move. I cried on my part. No, I'm just playing. That was a joke. Sorry. Be safe, everybody. I'm gonna dip the fuck out because I need to go shower, and it's gonna be 11. Holy shit. That was good. Super good topic. Super good episode. I loved it. It was really good. Okay. Thank you so much for being here till the very end. Be safe. See you in the next stream. Tomorrow is gaming. I think I'm going to play Fallout for the first time. I have to download it. Fuck, it's a big file too, I think. I don't even have it. Okay, be safe. Join the Discord. The podcast Discord is in the link in the description. My Discord is in the link in the description. Be safe. I'll see you tomorrow.